Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is the Pointless Podcast. I am Manu.
I'm Jordan. Oh man, wait, that might have been the best one yet.
Yeah, that was
I'm
good.
gonna swap hands.
Yeah, it's the first of the
I'm
year.
gonna pull out my Rubicon
Passion.
passion juice.
Passion?
It's still passion.
Oh, it's just passion.
No fruit.
It's a good marriage.
Fruitless.
Still passion.
Fruitless affair. A fruitless endeavor, full of passion though, all the same. This is well, I was telling you about it before, but you
This is how we're
stopped
going to
me.
start it. Yeah. Well, because I thought it was a good conversation that it needed to be recorded. wait. Come on. Come on. This is a little mukbang ASMR.
Great.
To the new year.
Wait.
No, you need to drink after.
No, I can't.
Too much
To the new year.
To the new year.
Full of passion. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. We're here to. What is the point?
The point today, we have a very good point
You
today.
have to say the words.
The point is,
2021.
woo! It was a good year.
Yeah.
Was it a good year? People didn't like the year.
Well, people didn't. Well, how are we talking?
Not film. This is personally.
As 2021.
Yeah.
Well,
It was better than
some ups,
2020.
some downs.
It was better than 2020.
2020 was a bit naff.
Film-wise as well.
2020 was a bit. No, there was some good ones, but I would say relatively weak year.
Are we talking about films now? No.
2022.
There were some good ones.
Right,
some
look,
days.
2020 weak year all around. I think we can all admit.
2021, banging year for film making.
Really good, which we'll be discussing
And
very
watching.
soon. We'll be discussing very soon.
We have an intern.
We have an intern.
we need to address this.
Is that how she is?
Yeah,
An
she's
intern.
an intern. We're all interns.
We're all interns in this biz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. She's not below us.
If you say intern, it
she is
implies
now.
below. She is officially lower down than us in height.
Well,
We are both taller than
We
her.
have a coworker now.
Maybe. You taller than her?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Like 5'11".
Smaller than me, I know that.
Arms a little longer than me. A little longer than me. Really? How tall are you? Like 6'1"?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like maybe 6 foot.
Okay.
I always say 5'11".
That's what everyone says if they're not 6.
I don't know feet that well.
Okay.
I'm like
Not like
a
Quentin.
meter 82.
Huh? A meter 82.
It's a foot joke. I don't know.
Starting strong.
But we have a coworker now, and we've hired her. We don't pay her. No one gets paid here.
No one gets paid in this.
Yet.
Rubicon. If you
Still passionate.
if you're still passionate about us.
Why is it? Oh, it's still because it's not bubbly. If it's
No, I know why.
I thought
was
the
never
flavor
confused
was
about
called
that.
Still Passion. It's like
No, it's a different color.
it's like
on it.
Cool Original.
No, it's still
Still,
because it's not
but
bubbly.
then why is it not passion fruit?
Well, I guess
Well, the other one's
to promote
called
the
pine.
sensation. Yes. Just pine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pomme.
Yeah. Wow, genius. Okay.
So she is. We have the point is
It's almost like
that
that's a good
in
name.
case you hear like a laugh or some interaction.
Yeah, in case we're so
happening.
hilarious.
That-
Another person has to laugh at us.
Because she's in the room taking time codes now. Because
She's so helpful.
yeah. So the thing is, we want to tell you that we've been working very hard to establish this now, so we can have it out every week.
Yes.
And this is one of the steps
Careful
into
now.
that. One of the steps. So we're good. One
This
for
is
one.
what we call thin ice. This is what you're working at.
One for one. One for one.
One for one.
No.
One for one. One for all.
One for all. My leg is vibrating and it's very unnerving. Unnerving? Unnerving.
Mm-hmm.
Nerving.
Unnerving.
Unnerving.
Yeah.
What is unnerving?
2 N's. You. One you.
Unnerving. But that makes no sense because it is
does.
nerving.
That is true.
My nerves are ing.
Yeah, I don't get that. That's another flaw in the English language.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the English language as a non-native speaker?
Well, I speak English. I know English better than Spanish now.
Okay, but how do you feel
But
about it as a?
This is
like,
very intimate. We're looking at each other a
Yeah,
lot.
this is so true. How do you feel about it? Like,
The English language. I like it.
yeah,
I like
it
it.
more than Spanish.
When I watch foreign films, like not that are not Spanish or English, I prefer English subtitles over Spanish subtitles. I don't know what that means. What does that
mean? I'm not your therapist. I'm not going to say.
But that's a thing that happens to me, and I think it's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
It could be the slogan for my favorite film of the year.
What?
That's a thing that happens to me and could be. Fuck no! I changed my.
Okay.
Second favorite film of the year. I'm trying to segue into.
What are we talking about?
We were talking about our favorite, and I might mention some least favorites, but Jordan doesn't want to. Films of 2021.
Sure, you can do whatever you want, man.
We should talk about the bad ones as well.
I
Like
don't-
quickly. Honorable mentions and then
Dishonorable
dishonorable mentions.
No.
Sure.
Okay, you can tell me what films you hated and what the filmmakers you hate are this year, and who you'd never like to talk to in your life.
No.
And we'll do that, and then we'll start talking about things we like.
Okay. So, no, I don't want to start on a bad note. I think
Yeah,
we
see.
start with honorable. We start with honorable mentions.
You do the honors. You start.
I'll do the honors. Well, let me get my list, but you don't. You can't look at it. Is the problem?
Well, yeah, that's why we're sat opposite each other, like
is true.
mortal enemies.
You want to hold my iPad?
It's like kind of king.
So let me.
The jankiest setup.
The problem. So this is honorable mentions.
Run me
Right.
down, like how.
So
did you go
2021.
about?
I'm gonna. We
How do you
should.
feel about the year as?
Yeah, I want.
You can't show me the list, man.
It's fine. It's fine. Just don't look at it.
Just don't look. Oh man.
I also
This
don't
is
want to show
horrible.
it to the camera because I don't want them to see.
Oh man. Okay.
How
How do you find the year?
So this is
in
my
film?
problem now. I loved it. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And this year we did London Film Festival,
We did,
which is good because we've seen a lot of
which
films.
was great, and because we live in London now, we were able to go see
Dox
everything.
us, Jordan. No,
We don't know where.
We
barely
don't know where we
We
live.
don't know where we live. Yeah, it's better.
They
Some
tell
say
us
it's
it's
barely
London.
London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people laugh at us. What? Where?
London, you say? How can that happen?
But yeah, because we live in London now, we were able to. I saw 23 films at the film festival.
Yeah, I saw like 1920. Not as good.
1925.
1925. Yes,
That's
my
going to be a
favorite.
great year.
Merely 13 years after the Titanic sank. Oh, killer of a year.
And then Clara just liked my review of Boyhood, which means she's not doing her job.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay, so I want to say 2021 has been great. I honestly think it's maybe one of the best years for film in a while.
You say that all the time, though.
Yeah, but I didn't say that about
You say
2020.
that every year. You did.
No, not I
You did, because I was the one who said,
Yeah, but
2020 is maybe not that good.
Yeah, and I said
Then you
no,
were
it's
like, I
great.
believe it is the best of the years ever.
No, the thing is, 2020 wasn't as good as 2019 or 2018. I think 2021 is better than all of those.
Do you think it's better than 2019? I think 2019 was a very good year. I think it was a very strong year.
Yeah, but this.
Yeah. See, we said yeah at the same time now, which
did,
means
we
you
did.
definitely agree.
Well, I'm gonna say that there are. You're only gonna do that. We're only gonna talk about the top 10 in
I
depth.
think you can. Okay, we're going to talk about 10, our 10.
Our 10. But
and
I'm
go
also
through
gonna.
them. But we'll name some of the films that
Yeah.
that didn't quite make the list,
Yeah.
but are great movies.
Yeah.
Or we think are great movies. We might
And I want
disagree.
to preface.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
see the English language. I want to preface this by saying that there are. I have a list of every single film from release from
Basically,
2021
Money
that I've
loves
seen.
everything that comes out.
Yeah. So I have a list of every 2021 release that I've seen, ranked,
Yes.
and they're.
Tilt that iPad up, King.
No one can,
I can see
you
it.
see everything? I mean, I should look
You-
at it on
you
my
should
phone.
never
Should I look at
play
it on my phone? Should I look at it on my phone instead?
Yeah,
That's better.
You don't need a
Whoa,
big.
don't look at it, Jordan. Oh yeah, this is.
I just realized the audio only version. You just shout, don't look at it.
So the thing is, I made this last night. We both made our lists last night.
Yeah, we did.
Jordan didn't rank everything.
Well, that was unnecessary. 'cause
I know,
the
but I
idea
thought it was
to
fun.
rank 10 movies this year, like
Yeah,
our
but-
10 favorites.
Sure.
And
You
then
only
you
do
ranked.
10.
Well, no,
You
I
did
had
that 30, yeah.
I made like a few. I added some to the list and then thought, okay, these are the ones I'm going to make my top 10. But you added everything and ranked every single
Yeah,
thing this
because I
year.
thought I just went through them. And
No,
it
I
was
didn't
fun.
have that much time. I couldn't be bothered.
Okay, so the problem now,
Mm-hmm.
not really a problem, but there's 20 films that I adored.
okay.
And then, furthermore, I apologize for any skipping tracks. There are.
This is ridiculous.
So adored 20, loved. Here we go.
What's the difference?
You ready?
Can you explain to me fundamentally the difference between you adoring a movie and loving a movie?
Adoring is like, whoa,
Whoa.
this is like one of the best films of the year. Like one of the best films of the year. Like I don't say that about many films. I do,
20
but I don't say that. Sure, but that's not like a definite. When I like a film, it's not definitely like one of the best of the year. But there's been 20 that I honestly could be my favorite film of the year.
So
This
keep
is
it
true.
up, everybody.
This is true.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
cool.
is very true. Okay,
mean, sure,
yeah,
it's been a good year, but
that's
yeah,
it.
okay.
And then
And what's love?
so love is like oh
So the difference is Manu comes out of the cinema and goes, whoa.
or oh.
And if he goes, oh, no, you didn't quite make
Yeah.
it.
So no, this and then love is like, oh, this is fantastic. Any other year, this would have been one of the best, but this year has 20 better films.
Okay.
And there's
So if you're listening and you involved in this film in any way, if you were in the second category,
Yeah.
don't feel bad. It's
No.
been a tough year,
so 20 films I adored, and then
which we will not be going through. 'cause
and
there's
then
so many.
30 I loved.
That's 50 movies.
31
you
I loved. 31 I loved. No, no. I saying so this is tiered.
Oh,
There's-
why would you say it like that?
Because so from number 1 to 20, I adored.
You adored. 21
From 21 to 31, I loved. From 32 to 46, I really liked.
What noise do you make when you come out of the cinema for a film?
For really liked.
Wow, raspy.
Wait, do it again.
It's like a whisper.
It's like a. Like a like that was nice.
That was nice. I really like that.
I'll
Didn't
give you,
love it.
I'll give you a little gauge. This is like a little starter of a conversation. My 46th, which
I
is
think this is actually, once we've established all these, I think this is how you rank movies we watch on the podcast now. You go,
wow. Oh. I'm not done. So my last was Don't Look Up.
Okay.
So that's how I feel about these, like, from
A film I
32
haven't
to
seen.
from 32 to 46.
Yeah.
And then 47 to 54,
Yeah.
I liked.
Okay.
And then 55.
I also don't know what any of these films are.
I know.
You're
But
just saying,
this is just numbers
describing vaguely.
as you, so you know the
Estimating
spectrum of what I enjoyed this year.
Okay, yeah.
I can give you
How
more.
many films did you watch this year? I think that's a
66.
66 films and you loved half of them.
Yeah. Oh, more than that. No, loved. Yeah.
You went,
I at least loved.
to
Yeah.
half of them.
Yeah. At least.
okay, at least half.
And then so from 55 to 50 to 60, I liked. And then from 61 to 66, I
So there was
did
only
not like.
5 films this year you didn't like.
6 films I didn't like.
6 films this year you didn't
Wait,
like.
I'm getting signals.
Sorry, you talk to the microphone from the side sometimes, and it sounds a bit weird when you look at your phone.
Okay.
You fucked up.
I don't think that. We can name. We've already said it. Her name's Clara. Clara just told me. We should have introduced her. We should have introduced her normally as Clara works for us now.
You didn't even, did you say her name before?
No. Well, I've said it once.
The nameless.
No, I said Clara liked my review.
Okay.
So
No
Clara.
one knew that.
Well, her name's Clara, and you'll be hearing more of her.
Yeah.
And she just told me that because you might not hear her.
She just told you you're doing
My
this the
microphone.
whole time.
I'm doing this, and it sounds weird apparently.
Yeah.
If you're
Clara.
only listening to the audio, I'm doing by this I mean putting the microphone to the side, which I won't do now.
Great stuff.
But yeah, there's 6 films this year I didn't like, but one of them I really enjoyed watching.
Okay.
It's fine. It's a mess. There's no point.
It's a mess.
in
It doesn't
anything.
matter.
Yeah,
Nothing.
But
Nothing's real.
But the thing is, I'm very happy
We could
with.
die tomorrow.
I'm very happy with my top 20, and I agree that all of them are fantastic.
Okay, sure. Well,
What about you? How many films have you enjoyed?
I've enjoyed a lot of stuff this year. It's as we've talked about, it's been a really great year, and I think there's been a lot of stuff, especially like genre movies and things that have been like
Yeah.
really cool this year.
Yeah.
I've been very happy.
I'm gonna highlight one that's quite low on my list, but it's an honorable mention for me, La Abuela.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's so fun. I really enjoyed
I'm
that.
guessing that's not even on your list.
I did miss it, if I'm honest.
See, this is why you have to go through everything.
I know, but I wasn't going to talk about it that much. But I'm glad you brought it up because
Yeah,
it's pretty
'cause
fun.
it's good. Like,
But
yeah.
I think going to the festival
leg
has
vibrating?
been, I don't know, man. Stop moving your leg.
It's like something's like inside me.
you got cramp?
Imagine if I go, no.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
Oh, wow, your leg can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the festival has been really good this year because it's enabled us to see stuff I already would have seen, but way earlier.
Yeah.
So
like
that
there's
has-
so many of these ones that are not out.
Yeah, and that's been really good because it has made the list way more.
My
full.
top,
There's
like
not many. There's a few films I've missed, but a
in
lot
my
of them I
in my
want to
top
see.
10, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of them are not out.
Okay, let's
3 of them.
Okay, because I think we're going to be talking about these 10 for a while.
Yeah, let's run down some honorable mentions that
I
we
think
want to
we
talk
should
about.
establish what films we have yet to see.
Yes.
Just if anything's, everyone's like, oh, where's this? And we're like, well, I
We
haven't
should do
seen
that.
that yet.
That is important.
You're wrong. It shouldn't be on there. Like that's
Exactly.
okay.
I'm gonna.
Also,
I
let's
haven't
state
seen
this now. These are our opinions.
Yeah, these are our opinions.
Yeah, these are opinions.
Nothing
You know
matters.
that. Nothing matters in
The
real life.
importance
If you
of
like this
nothing.
movie and we don't, then yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. You know that already. Right.
Personally, I haven't seen The Green Knight, and I know that's going to be on
I'm
your
going to
list.
say The Grinch for some reason. Personally, I haven't seen Benedict Cumberbatch's animated movie The Grinch from 2018.
Oh, Benedict
Yeah,
Cumberbatch is in it.
yeah, apparently it's hilarious.
Smallfoot situation.
Okay. Yes.
So I haven't seen The Green Knight. I also haven't seen... What have I not seen?
I'm going to list the films I haven't seen yet, and you can tell me if you also haven't seen
Sure,
this yet.
okay.
Okay, so I haven't seen... The biggest one for me right now is Nightmare Alley.
Yeah,
That doesn't come out for
we
like
can't
a
see
month
that
yet,
in the
so
UK,
we're
yeah.
away. Haven't had a chance to see Coda. I've had nothing.
I haven't
but
seen
good
that
things.
either, but yes.
I haven't seen not that it probably will be on my list, but I haven't seen Don't Look Up. Like, I
Sure.
feel like I need to see that.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen House of Gucci. I haven't seen
That was...
Matrix.
that's a new sound.
Meh.
That was in the I liked section.
If Manny says meh, that means he liked it, but
Yeah.
then 3 months later he will say it.
I soured.
Matrix Resurrections I haven't seen.
Oh, I
yet.
really want to see that.
Haven't
That
seen-
could make my list.
Haven't seen The Last Duel, and I think I'll really like The Last
Me
Duel. So
neither.
that I missed
We
out
also
on
haven't
that.
seen that yet.
Missed out on The Card Counter,
Same.
another one.
I've seen 66 films this year.
Drive My Car.
That's
Yeah.
the one that will
Yeah.
almost definitely make my
Okay,
list.
you've seen this, and I'm assuming this is on your top 10, but Petite Maman.
Petite Maman, you haven't seen, yes.
Summer of Soul,
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen.
That's on my 20 amazing films, but not on the 10.
I haven't seen Parallel Mothers.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen Val, and I really want to see that.
Val.
The documentary.
Oh, I want to see that
yeah,
too.
apparently that's great, and I really would like to see that.
I haven't seen Listening to Kenny G, which I've heard is
Oh,
really
yeah,
good.
apparently that's great. I haven't seen Flea, haven't seen
Me
Mass,
neither.
and haven't seen The Souvenir Part 2.
Oh,
Everything
that's-
else,
Okay,
I don't care about.
Out of of those ones that I have seen and are not on my top 10, let's honorably mention these.
Okay.
Parallel Mothers, fantastic. There's some weird choices, but I loved it. You should go in as blind as you can. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Do not watch the film.
Summer of Soul is ridiculously good. Like, just nice to watch. And
Yeah.
you could watch like hours and hours of that. And it's on Disney Plus, so there's no excuse. And you mentioned something else. Oh, and The Souvenir Part 2 is like my number 29th, but again, I really loved it. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a love.
Yeah.
No, it is. It is.
a yeah.
Part of the yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are the ones.
Yeah.
Any honorable mentions from you?
Okay, honorable mentions, the stuff that didn't quite make it into the top 10 apparently, because also we saw Licorice Pizza today.
We did.
And that is factoring into the list, but that has also meant, spoilers, it is in both our top 10s.
Yeah.
And has pushed out what is
Some
now
lists.
number 11.
Yeah.
So, a few things I want to mention now. That just got squeaked out was Mitchell's versus the Machines. Was wonderful.
Also there.
I had a great time.
Mine's also my 19th.
19th. I thought it was hilarious.
I loved it.
I had a great time with it.
Yeah,
And
there's a
it's just-
Furby joke that's fantastic.
It was just beautifully animated and everything, and it was a great time. I love the characters and everything, and it's like the fast animation and their style is great.
Yeah.
A French Dispatch.
Yeah, that's
is
my number 21, but I
also
loved it as well.
glorious. Judas and the Black Messiah was
Amazing as well.
amazing.
Number 27, yeah.
Big fan. Gonna do a big shout out for Werewolves Within. I really loved it. I had a great time.
I don't
with
have
it.
that on my list because I forgot to log it on
It's-
Letterboxd.
But it's so fun.
But it is
I had a
great.
great time with it. It's like a slightly less dense. I say dense, but like visually dense. Edgar Wright movie,
Yeah.
but with some like whodunit elements, and it's just like the humor works
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
It's like really slickly
characters
made,
are
and it
good.
works. The
Yeah,
characters
yeah.
are really fun. It's just a good time, and it's
Yeah.
really short.
And it's a
I didn't know
video
whether
game
to,
adaptation as well.
didn't know whether to count it, so it's not in my top 10, but it's inside.
Inside, I also
like
that would have been my 5.
it's glorious.
Like, it's great.
It's great. It's fantastic. Everyone said everything.
only seen it
that,
once,
like,
though, but
I
yeah.
have as well.
But
But I feel like everyone said everything about it
yeah,
anyway.
I didn't really want to count it. Just like
And-
I do think it's a film.
I think it's a film as well, but
But
just
I
for the
didn't-
sake of
yeah.
for the sake of having this conversation, it didn't quite make it. Same with Spencer.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Spencer is not in my
Why?
top 10. We'll get to it. I assume it's in yours, so we'll talk about it.
Yeah, that's
But
mad.
It didn't make
But
it.
it was your favorite film.
Another film that didn't make it, Red Rocket, which I adore. Didn't make it.
Oh, that just made it. That's my okay. I don't know.
Okay. We'll talk about Red Rocket later.
Yeah, we will.
Another one I had a great time with and should be seen in cinemas with a big crowd is Dashcam. Had a great time.
That's my number 28.
I'm going to do a couple more.
Great.
I'm going to just read them out. The Alpinist, Luca,
good, yeah.
Harder They Fall,
Yeah.
Last Night in Soho,
Yeah.
No Time to Die,
We'll talk about
Suicide
some of these.
Squad,
Yeah.
Titan, and Malignant.
Oh my god.
They're some of my
Wow.
my favorite ones.
Okay.
Go for it. Reel
Well,
off your honorable mentions if you have any more.
Reel off.
And
Okay.
we'll just go through them. Let's go through
So it's okay. Old.
Old, yes. Okay, yes.
Honestly, old. Then Malignant. I also really liked Sparks Brothers, Luca, Free Guy. I like Malcolm and Marie a lot.
Yes.
These are in order, by the way, from lowest to highest. Of how honorably I think of them.
How honorably.
The Power of the Dog, Souvenir Part 2. They're getting really good. Like, all of these are great. Dashcam as well. Jason Black Messiah. Pig, which I'm guessing is on your list.
We'll talk about it soon.
Yeah. Encanto, I love. The Lost Daughter was great. I can't wait to see that again, actually. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Sure.
King Richard, Last Night in Soho, French Dispatch. Parallel Mothers, Mitchell vs. the Machines. And then this one I do actually want to talk about for a second. Jungle Cruise. It's my 18th, and honestly could be my favorite film of the year.
It's so much fun. How many have you seen it once?
I've only seen it once.
Hey, I've
with
seen
you.
it twice,
was
and
great.
it's fantastic.
It was
so good. I love it so much.
Shot in Spain.
It's maybe not the most like, I don't know. It's like generic.
Yeah, but it's also not.
Like it does some. I think like it's easy to dismiss it, but I think it's
fantastic
like
score.
really really fun. The score, James Newton Howard's score is
And
like
it's well directed
glorious,
as well.
and it's well made. Like it's
Yeah.
cool, and it's just really fun. And it's a dying genre that no one really makes
is,
movies in
it
that
is.
same vein anymore. And I'm glad, even if it is all green screen, that's fine because I just had a great time. And The Rock is in it with a small hat.
He does have a
it's
small
really
hat.
fun.
And that's Jesse Plemons is fantastic.
It's
in the
just,
jungle.
yeah, in the jungle.
So yeah, Summer of Soul, amazing as I said. Another one that I would like to, The Phantom of the Open, ridiculous.
I haven't seen
you
that.
haven't seen that.
No.
That's a big one. I think you would like that one.
Okay.
It's just Paddington. It's one of the writers.
Great.
It's one of the writers that wrote for Paddington 2, I think. And it honestly, the main character is just Paddington in human form and he plays
Fantastic
golf.
with golf. Paddington
Yeah.
with golf.
It's
Okay,
great. It's fantastic.
That should be on the poster.
In the Heights didn't make it, but amazing.
Oh, really?
I know.
Okay.
Are we going to talk about it?
Yep.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Okay.
10.
Keep going.
The Harder They Fall. Now another. This is what an insane year. So, Bad Luck Banging or Looney Porn, which you didn't see.
Oh, wow.
I loved. That could be my again. All of these could be my favorite film of the year, which is mad. That's just really funny and like crazy and super inventive and like new. And I've never seen anything like it, and it's really exciting. And I can't wait to see what they do next. He was there, and like the director was there, and he was really funny. And I had to leave. I couldn't stay for the Q&A because I had to run for Ron's Gone Wrong, which also amazing. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Oh, what? You haven't seen it yet?
No,
It's on Disney Plus.
I haven't seen it. Is it really?
Yeah.
Sure.
So Bad Luck Banging or Looney Porn is great. And then Annette is number 12, which
I am baffled that didn't make your top 10.
But I love it. See, that could be
The
my
way
favorite.
you talk about it is like it should be number one.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
so curious.
Honestly, my top 10 all could be number one. And then
Okay, well,
my
it's
number
just-
11
yeah.
that just got pushed to 11 today that I'm very sad we won't talk about because I don't think it's on your list is Titan.
Okay.
Very sad that we won't talk about it.
I'm sure
'cause I
that's
love
not
it.
on there as well.
Me
I'm
too.
so curious what's on
There's
your list.
10 that and
I
one
know
that,
there's like 3 or 4 that's definitely
Yeah.
in there
Yeah.
that I also have.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
this also this list will change tomorrow probably.
Sure.
Like that's how I work.
Okay. Okay.
I think you should start. You're number 10, Jordan. Oh no.
My number 10. I think you'll be like, what?
We don't know each other's lists.
I think you'll be like, what?
Am I gonna hate this?
I don't think you'll hate it, but I think you'll be like, really? Of all the
What-
films
what
I
is it?
didn't-
What is
I
it?
was like,
Forgot
nah.
about La Abuela.
There's a lot of stuff I was like pushed to the side, especially the Spencer and stuff. But my 10, and I don't care because it's really fun, and I've seen it twice, and I would love to see it again. Is Shang-Chi.
Sure. Let me tell you where that ranks on my
loved
list.
Shang-Chi.
Me too. What?
I-
Spencer?
Yep.
You're ridiculous.
I'm telling you, it's my list.
It's my 38th.
Yeah, that's fine.
I love it though. It's over old, and old was
Okay,
fantastic.
you loved all. Okay.
Is Bond on
well,
your 10? I'm so intrigued
No,
now.
I'm going to tell you. That's the whole point of this podcast.
I know. The
Okay,
point is,
The point is.
Bond is very low on mine, but
Okay.
I like Bond.
Anyway, number 10, and it creeped in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had it on the. I
like
put
it.
it in.
I like it a lot.
put it in. And I was kind of shuffling around, and then every time I was looking, I was comparing it to another movie. I was like, no, I'd rather watch this.
I couldn't see that again.
I know you couldn't. But I
It's
think
so
it's
long.
I think it's so fun. It's not though. It's the pacing is a little bit weird.
It drags.
The pacing is wonky towards the end, and
Yeah.
that's fine. And that's
The
fine.
last
because
battle is an hour long.
it is, and that's yeah. But that's
Third
fine
element.
because I really like the characters. I thought Simu Liu was fantastic. I loved the action sequences. I thought.
What
it
are we
was,
doing spoiler wise, by the way?
for
the
no
whole
spoilers.
list?
No
No spoilers for
Let's just not
anything?
do it. Let's just
For
not do it.
anything?
Yeah, let's just not do it. Let's just not do it.
Really?
Yeah, let's just not do it. Why? Why not?
But we're timestamping. That's what we call.
Well, if we want to say heads up,
Does she want to say something?
Well, I haven't seen some of them.
she hasn't. Yeah, we should not. We should not do
This
it.
is true.
Yeah, we should
Sure.
just not do it.
Clara hasn't seen. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
this
But
is
there's
not-
some that we can't talk about without spoiling.
Yeah, there is. We can talk about all of them.
Sure.
We can talk about all of them.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's
No
fine.
spoilers.
No spoilers.
But in
No
case you
spoilers.
want to timestamp and your way out.
Yeah,
through
if you
this,
were like getting bored, you can just skip around.
that can't happen.
Okay. If you don't want to hear me talk about Shang-Chi, you can move on. It's really
Yes.
fun. I love the mythology. I thought the characters were great.
Yeah.
Like Tony
Oh,
Leung's in
it's
it.
really fun.
Like it's just great. I don't know. I thought it was such a fun time, and I thought the mythology was great. It was funny,
Mm-hmm.
and Like, and, you know, it's not like it is too long, but that's like Marvel in general, and
Sure.
and the action sequences are really good. I just
Yeah.
I know it's just one that I would happily return to. Like
It's
out
the
of
second
a
best
lot of
Marvel
films this
film.
year, I just had a
second
great
best
time.
Marvel movie of the year.
It is. It is the second best Marvel movie.
Like,
but it's great. I had a great time with it, and I'm very happy it exists. I had like no
expectations.
reverence for the character or
Oh,
any
sure.
expectations at all.
Yeah, me neither.
And now I'm like, okay,
Who
this guy's
directed it?
Destin Daniel.
I haven't seen
Destin
short,
Daniel Cretton.
Short-term 12.
Destin Daniel Cretton, who I haven't seen any of his films, but he did Just Mercy
And just
he did
Short-term 12.
and apparently he's great.
Yeah.
and I'd like if that's the
It's
style,
well directed.
like
It's really
so
well
well
directed.
directed.
That's the thing.
Um,
Yeah, it's maybe the best directed Marvel film of the year.
I think it maybe is.
I think it is.
So yeah, it's great. It's
Just
really,
weird,
really good.
but
It's
yeah.
really, really good. So I'm a big fan, and that's
Sure.
it.
Okay,
Shang-Chi
yeah,
and the Legend
yeah.
of the Ten Rings.
Oh, it's such a long name.
It is, but I like it.
Sure, it's good. I like it as well.
More
My
films
number-
should have
number
long names.
30. More films should have. I have a question for you. For the
okay,
end
I
of
think
this
there's a thing where you either have a movie with like two words.
Actually, let's do this now. Sorry, because I thought of this. I agree. From last episode 5, I asked you a couple questions, and it was too long because we did 2 questions and stuff.
Yes.
But I've decided I want to ask you a quirky question every
a
episode
quirky
now.
question. Why would you put that on yourself? That's
Well, I know, but
That's
it's
such a
fun.
big task.
I know, but I thought about it while peeing.
has to be quirky
today.
as well.
This one's good.
Okay.
If you could, so Shang-Chi doesn't count, or maybe it does.
Okay.
If you could add a subtitle to
Ooh.
a film title this year, a 2021 film, what would it be? I think, is it going to be Licorice Pizza?
It is.
Sure.
Licorice Pizza and the Night of Counting the Years.
And?
Yes.
Like Harry Potter.
I think
Really? Not colon?
No.
And?
No. I think. Right. This is the thing more films should do. I think. I like it. I like the Harry Potter and the Indiana Jones thing, where it's this thing and then
Sure.
the story. I really like that. I think it's really fun.
Sure.
So that's it. Licorice Pizza and the
And
Night
the Night of Counting the
Years. That just makes sense. Or what about let me think.
Mine is...
What's yours?
Annette should have a wankier
And-
thing. And so
Because I
and-
like right. How good is Birdman and the Unexpected Virtue? Oh, it's
Sure,
or
it's
the
or.
Unexpected Virtue.
See, I prefer or. I prefer or.
Oh wow, you.
I think.
Oh, please do that.
I think
Okay, in what
Annette should
film?
have an or.
Annette
Or-
don't bother.
No, he hates Annette, which is really
hate
sad. You do.
I don't hate Annette. Every time
talk
we
about Annette.
Every time we talk about Annette, and I say something kind of derogatory, you always go, "You like Annette?"
Yeah, but I don't think you
saying
do.
I like Annette, and you go, "You don't like Annette." Okay.
I think Annette should be called something like Annette or
Another movie.
the like horrible consequences or something. Like something that's very on the nose. I think that would be great.
No, it would fit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Or Red Rocket or some like Red Rocket or
I like this idea of or. More films
yeah.
should do that.
See?
Yeah.
There
It's
was-
like Doctor Strangelove or How I Stopped.
yeah,
Learned to
hard to
Stop
stop.
Worrying and Love the Bump.
But yeah, exactly.
Nice. I don't know where you were going with that, but I wish I'd heard it. I wish I'd have shut up.
It's like come on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, there you go. That was
That
my
was my-
question, and that was Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna. So the thing is, when I thought of the question while peeing, I thought, "Oh, I'm gonna do this at the beginning," and I forgot.
Oh,
So I
nice.
didn't want to wait until the end of the
You should
episode.
remember your pee thoughts at the start. We should have a segment called Manu's
My
Urine
pee
Thoughts.
thoughts. Urine thoughts.
You're in too deep.
Is that the section?
Yeah,
called?
you're in too deep.
You're into deep.
You're in too deep, yeah. Manu's pee-related thoughts.
So I always have to think of the question when I'm peeing.
Yeah, if you didn't come up with one during the day, then sorry.
What if
you
I
can't
don't
ask
pee
me
that
it.
day? I only pee once a day.
It's really weird. You don't pee once a day. You said you pee twice a
pee
day.
twice a
The schedule
day.
pees. How weird is that? I'm sorry.
Well, no, I always pee in the morning.
If anyone
I
cares
always
to
pee
write
in-
it, can you tell me your average time, average amount of pees a day? Because 2 feels too little.
No, the thing is, I always pee twice a day. There
That's-
can be more.
Oh well, yeah, sure. Well, I could say that.
But the 2 pees are always when I wake up
But that's
and when I sleep.
yeah, that's what is crazy to me. So you could go the whole day without peeing,
Yeah.
but no, you're gonna pee at like 12.
Do you not always pee before bed? And when you wake up?
Yeah. But then
Always.
But well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not.
That's
But
normal.
that wasn't how you described it. Like you said, you had 2 pees a day at scheduled times, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like I thought you would like in my head, great Jason Derulo song. The way you described it was like, check the watch, 3 p.m.
No, it's
Time to
scheduled.
pee.
It's scheduled in like the greater idea of it.
Okay. Also, you're gonna be so really fast
to
on
the
your
day.
on your feet with this sort of thing because like your pee can't be that long.
No.
How long is your pee?
It's only 2
How long
days,
is your
Jordan.
like cut that out. Like, you don't have a long time to think about what question to ask me.
Well, no, but the time in the bathroom can be longer than the pee.
What do you do?
When you get in,
you just sit there and chill.
Thing.
Sit down.
Yeah. You pee.
So, yeah.
Then you wash your hands.
Not actual dab, like you dab the penis.
You dab the penis. Yeah, I dab the penis.
And you dab as well.
Yeah, for fun. While I think of the question. It's like people who go like this, but instead of going like this, I dab. How do you describe this for the audio?
When you get the
audio. Like when you rub your
like a chin stroke.
Yeah.
A chin stroke to show he's very clever.
But instead I dab.
Yeah.
And I think in the dab and I can only stop dabbing when I have the question.
Or do you dab like a eureka moment? Like oh, I got it. Dab.
I like a contemplative dab.
I like a contemplative dab.
Yeah.
Or a congratulatory dab.
Yeah, depends.
Both.
One in the morning, one in the evening.
Schedule congratulate or contemplative.
Well, I have to think of the question in the morning. Oh, no, because I have the whole week of peace to think of the question.
Oh, that's also true. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Clara's giving me a signal.
Move on.
Oh, she's not. She's just very interested.
Okay. Your number 10.
My number 10. Let me look at it because I think... Oh, yeah. My number 10 is the fantastic, really funny, really sad. Not really sad. Red Rocket.
Oh, it's so good.
It's great. I can't believe it's not on your top 10.
When we said it was a strong year.
Can you give us your number?
No.
Oh, no.
Because I didn't really rank. Okay, this is the thing. I didn't really rank.
I see it under there.
Post 10.
Oh, sure.
Like, I just kind of like...
Okay, for all of Jordan's, I can give you my number. Jordan cannot give you
I cannot give you any number.
Yeah, he's taken.
You don't get my number. Sorry.
T is single, by the way.
Carry on, man.
We can't have on the record that you're taking or single, so I'm going to say both.
Yeah, it's ambiguous as to my...
Yeah.
I'm getting married next week.
They met on the screening of Red Rocket. That's why it's so low.
Red Rocket, or how I learned to meet my love of my life.
You learned to. Like, I had to try.
Yeah, it was
a class.
Yeah. You've not done one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to pay for it. It's crazy.
So Red Rocket is really funny.
It's great.
And it's like so well directed.
Can you explain what it is to people if they don't know what Red Rocket is?
Red Rocket is Sean Baker's new film, and it's about a retired... He's not retired, but an old porn star.
He kind of is. He's done now, right?
Well, sure. It's a retired porn star who goes back to his hometown, and then tries to get back into it. Clara's giving me a sign.
It's just because you're very quiet.
I'm very quiet.
So quiet. It's like you're
It's about a retired porn star.
Red Rocket.
Maybe
Yeah.
Jordan's just too loud.
Well, it doesn't matter.
loud.
We can play with levels. Levels later.
Get on my elevator. Okay.
And in Red Rocket, what's his name? Simon Rex, who is an actual porn star.
Mm-hmm. Is he still a porn star, or is he also a retired?
He might be a
like,
retired
porn
star.
Yeah.
Ex-porn star sounds like someone who only makes porn about exes.
Oh, yeah, it does.
My ex comes back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So, a retired ex-porn star.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like he got back into porn.
Just say what it is. He's a retired porn star. He doesn't do porn anymore. Right? Or does he?
And then he goes back home.
Yeah.
To his wife. Divorced? Are they divorced?
It doesn't matter.
He goes back and they... Why did you get me to explain the film? You didn't explain Shang-Chi. What happens in Shang-Chi? Come on, in 2 words.
I'm not going to do that. You can't make me do this.
And it's just like about the American dream and about like how the system...
Why did you like it?
Well, I just thought it was really well directed.
Is that it?
No.
That's all it has to
I thought it has a great moment in a roller coaster.
Sean Baker. Everyone else, fuck you.
It has a great moment in a roller coaster.
It does. It has that is one of my favorite moments of the year. Is the scene in the roller coaster.
I agree.
I will say no more.
Yeah, I agree. Just when you see it, you'll know.
Yeah.
And the actual core idea of it is just interesting to me.
It looks beautiful as well.
Yeah.
Shot 16 mil.
It is.
And it looks great.
It looks really nice. The score is fun. There's a use of Bye 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 by NSYNC.
It's
Not
amazing.
one, they use it throughout. It's amazing. It opens with... It's fantastic. One of the best openings of the year as well.
It is. It's really good.
And I just liked the look and the feel and the aesthetic of it. And just the feel of watching it. It's like...
I think we feel very similar about it. You liked it a bit more than me.
Yeah. And the American dream is interesting to me. Yeah. And to you. You like that.
Yeah, I love the American dream. I love Americans and
like
dreams.
the whole point, it's quite like cynical where it's like, everything's fucked. Like there's no way to succeed. You must believe.
That's such a niche reference to to the end credit song
Of A Wrinkle in Time.
of A Wrinkle in
By
Time.
DJ Khaled.
If you know, you know.
But yeah, it's like a tragic tale, and it also has one of my favorite endings of the year. Like maybe like top 3 favorite endings of the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a solid film. I think it's his best film.
Solid film.
Solid film.
My 10th favorite of the year.
Like I said, all of these
it.
all of these could be my favorite.
Solid
film of the
movie,
year.
yeah.
All of these could be my favorite. Film
These
of
are
the
all, what we can tell you is at least these are all solid movies.
year. Yeah. Well, from now on, they could be.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, they have to at least be solid now.
Hope not too solid.
Rock hard film. It is. It's called Red
Rock.
Rocket. Jungle Cruise.
Can't do this.
So that's my number 10,
Okay.
Red Rocket. What's your number 9,
Fantastic.
Jordan?
My number 9, you haven't seen this. It's The Green Knight.
I haven't seen this.
It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's like the whole David Lowery's new film,
Death
and
Patel.
it's like a kind of, what was his film before that? Was it
It was The Old Man and the Gun.
Old Man and the Gun? Ain't Them Body Saints? The guy has done.
That's not his first film.
It
That
was
is his first.
first film.
That is his first film.
He's a very crazy director, actually. He has a really cool career because
Yeah.
he's managed to balance so far anyway. And he's doing Peter Pan and Wendy. He's managed to kind
So
of
he did
carve
Pete's
out
Dragon as well.
Yeah, he's
What a
kind of
weird
carved
guy.
out a weird part of his of the industry where he can do both big films and kind of weird artsy movies as well, and yet still get budgets because
Yeah.
Green Knight is expensive.
Was
And
In Nobody Saints his first film?
yeah,
No way.
yeah,
Really?
yeah, it was.
Was that cast?
Yeah,
How?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Is
I
that
guess
Ain't Nobody
like,
Saints or Saints Bodies
Saints
Demained?
them. You got it. You should have gone D for the title. But no, this is like, I don't know. It's this kind of beautifully crafted kind of. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a fairy tale, like a storybook. The way it's presented to you, and it's like they use matte paintings and stuff. It feels very old school, but it's like gorgeously directed. It looks amazing. Dev Patel's fantastic. Everyone's really good in it.
And the thing is in it as well.
Who? You tell me who's in it.
I don't know how to say his name.
Sorry.
What's his name?
Yeah. Barry Keoghan.
Barry Keoghan.
I don't know if you pronounce the G. Is it Keegan?
I think it is.
Okay. Well, Barry's in it.
Barry's in it.
And Barry's really good in
HTVO TV show.
Barry is in it, and it's just this kind of really interesting exploration of what it means to be like a hero, and like especially in the like the storybook sense, and like about legacy and like generations and how you'll be remembered and how you'll go down in history. And like what bravery is and what everybody thinks of you. It's really cool.
Sounds
it's a
great.
deconstruction.
I don't know why I haven't seen it because I really
don't
like.
know if you'll love it.
I've
see.
seen 2 of his films and I love them both.
Yeah, but this is I think this is like different.
Really,
It's very different.
Ghost Story.
No, it's different. It's like a different vibe completely, but it's really cool. And its use of mythology is fantastic. It feels a little bit like The Witcher at times as well.
Oh.
It feels like he's going on little side quests, which I really
That's
enjoyed.
nice.
And he's got a funky little cape,
A cape.
a yellow cape,
And
a
Barry
big
by
axe.
his
Have you
side.
seen his giant axe?
No.
It's really funny. There's a
Is
giant
it-
axe and a little yellow
Is the
cape.
Green Knight? The Green Knight is the villain, or like the?
Well,
He's
you
not
tell
Dev
me
Patel.
when you watch the film. You tell me who you think the villain is,
wow.
and I'll be very interested to hear your thoughts.
Oh, is
Yeah.
Barry the? Maybe you can recommend this.
Barry
on
is the villain. I will not tell you a thing. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And one day we'll sit down to talk about the Green Knight because
I
I
just
haven't really
missed it.
spoken
I
to
wanted to
anyone
see it in
about it.
cinemas, and then I didn't.
That was the problem. Like, and then it came on Prime and
yeah.
everything, and then it was available to watch. But
and I didn't watch it.
it
'cause
was-
yeah.
it's also one that I watched at home, and I thought, oh man, I should have seen that in cinemas. But also, like, cinema
Yeah.
tickets are very expensive.
Oh wait,
sometimes.
we're gonna get a new 4K TV soon.
Yeah, we are.
Which is
yeah.
why we won't tell you where we live.
Yeah.
And so I'll wait.
Not
till we
quite
get that.
London.
No,
Right.
no, London.
Landon.
London.
We live in Landon. Oh no.
I spit on my.
Oh no.
I spit on your grave. I put a spit on you.
Because you're mad. Okay, that's my number 9. You'll love it.
Cool.
I hope.
I will watch it. It's on my list.
Everyone go watch The Green Knight. It's really cool. And the poster's cool.
Go watch. That's what I couldn't do. It was the problem.
Yeah, it's true.
Cool. My number 9 is a film that I'm very shocked, as you have heard, that it's not on Jordan's list. And that's Spencer.
Spencer. Yeah,
Pablo. You always say his name wrong, but
Pablo.
everyone does.
Pablo Larraín.
I'm pretty sure. Let me look at it.
Here we go. Pablo Larraín himself says no. It is not. How do you say it?
Oh yeah, it's Pablo Larraín.
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 Larraín. Pablo
Pablo Larraín.
Larraín.
Because it has an
Oh,
accent
like,
on the I.
really?
Larraín.
Say it.
It's Pablo Larraín.
Okay. Pablo.
Pablo.
I'm going to just say, yeah, he's great. He's so cool.
He is great. We like his films. I haven't seen Jackie, but I really like Emma.
I thought Jackie was incredible.
I need to see that.
I also really loved Emma.
He's
great.
Emma, honestly, Emma's really fun. It's on Movie. You should watch.
It's fantastic.
It's a weird film to recommend, but it's really fun.
It is.
Kind of
really
like Titan. Like it's weird in that way.
Yeah, but not quite as like aggressive and
no. Nasty.
Nasty and hard to watch as Titan, even though Titan is really like.
But also like it's an emotional like.
It
horror.
is. It's just it's a different experience.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, so we like him, and this one is just something else.
Okay, explain to me why you loved
So
it so
Spencer
much. Because I obviously
about,
hate it.
Spencer is about the titular character Spencer.
Good old Spencer.
So it's Lady D.
Lady D.
Princess Diana.
Yeah.
And
the People's
she's
Princess.
Confusing times frame.
Because it's 3 days.
Yeah, no, I mean when it happens in history. Because when I left the cinema, someone said, "Yeah, this is right before she died," and it's not.
I thought you were going to say. I thought they were. No, never mind.
What? What were you going to say?
It's obviously not after, is it?
No.
So I thought that they were going to.
Someone was like, "Oh yeah, this happened like a few days. Like the film ends like 2 days before she died," which is not true.
I don't know.
It can't be true.
Be good.
No, someone told me why it's not true.
I have no idea. I don't know the timeline.
But it's easy to check. But yeah, it basically.
We don't need to check things.
I thought it was way more powerful than it was. When I heard that, I thought, "Oh, that's cool that they made this film, and that's like cool that it ends
right
days before she died."
So you liked it less when you heard about that?
No, I still love it.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be my favorite film. So Jordan saw this a day before I did,
yes,
and thought it was the best thing ever.
I did.
You thought it was your favorite film of the year.
I did, and then
what happened?
When did I see
What
it?
happened?
I don't know. I just kind of I found myself not thinking about it. I think that was my big problem. A lot of the ones that the ones that are in this top 10 are the ones I think about all the time. That's why they're in there.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think about Spencer that much. I just
it's great. I thought it was
when
fantastic.
it happened. Oh.
But yeah, I kind of like saw it, and then a few
then
weeks later,
it came out, and everyone saw it, and no one liked it from our friends.
Yeah, so I was kind of like looking at you, Clark. And then it was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe like. Was I wrong?
Yeah, but no,
it's great.
I will rewatch at some point.
I don't think I will.
I liked it's really interesting to watch, and the performances are all
really
insane.
good. She's amazing.
She's gonna get the Oscar.
She should. It's fantastic.
She will.
She's so good.
And it's just like it's a character piece, and she's such an interesting character and person. I'm guessing. I've never met her. What? Yeah, the way it explores her visually. And just conceptually, what it does with the space, and where the film takes place.
And Johnny Greenwood's score.
And the camera, like the camera.
Yeah, it's great.
The way the camera is just moving, and just everything about it. It's like a perfect film. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with it.
Sure.
Would you not agree? There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't know if I'd say there's nothing wrong with
mad.
it.
Like
it's really good.
It's crazy. I love this film. Wow.
Pablo invented
it's one of those films that does a lot with what it has, because it's really not a big film.
No.
But it feels epic. Epic Royale, Victory Royale.
Does it feel
yeah. Oh my god. The last act feels epic. Do I have to say it again? Like it's a small story. Like it's not like
that's why I'm curious.
It's a very small story, and it's a story that really doesn't like. It didn't have to be told,
but it's epic.
but it's told in such an interesting way, in such a big way. It's a big story. It's a small story made big. The score is big. The way it's made is big.
Look, I'm not devaluing your opinion. I'm glad you think it's epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's epic. Number 1 Victory Royale.
You should put your words on the poster.
They should put my thing on the Blu-ray.
You should take that whole quote.
I liked it a lot.
It's a small movie, but a big movie.
It's epic.
Number 1 Victory Royale.
It just makes... So, here we go.
I think you nailed it before.
I think it, honestly, is one of the best like biopics there is out there. It like made me... I didn't know much about Diana. Mm-hmm. And it made me...
It was just so epic.
It was just so epic. I was in tears by the end of how epic it was. It just made me care about the character like crazy. And it's not even that long.
Yeah.
Just epic. So much epicness crammed into not much runtime.
A small story.
And yeah, it was at the I cared a lot about the character, and by the end I felt like I knew her.
Yeah,
and that's very impressive.
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Sure. It's epic.
I just don't know if I'd use that word. Okay, great. Good stuff.
Okay, there you That's my number. I don't know. Number 9.
so many
Spencer.
left.
I know. Come on.
Okay.
What's your number?
Number
8?
8. Number 8 is In the Heights.
Oh.
Yeah, which
Wow.
I'm shocked
That's
is
so
not in
high.
yours. I thought it was. I loved it.
That's so high in the heights.
It's so,
yeah,
it's
it's my number 15. Like it's
I
still
just
like
had like it's
it's amazing.
like it came out just after we made our own like short film and stuff, and like
Musical.
it was just cool to see a movie. We hadn't seen a film in cinemas in a while either. I don't think.
No.
And so it was kind of just a like, especially people that could be like after making a short film where people can't stand close together.
Yeah.
It was nice to see a movie that even though they shot it before COVID,
You know what
but
it
like.
was? Epic.
It was epic. It was just like the opening number alone, just like where everyone's dancing in the streets and stuff. It was just
96,000
like it
as
was just
well.
like the songs are great. and it
I
just-
was crying in the cinema.
yeah, like it was just like
throughout.
just a big
That how-
explosion of
yeah.
like color and
How
stuff, and
epic
like
it
and how
was.
epic it was. EPIC. It was just so great. And I didn't know I didn't know any of the songs. I didn't know the story at all. I just knew it was Lynn.
But we
and-
talked about this in the last episode.
yeah, and I just had such a good time with it, and I just thought it was really well made and really fun, and it just like it has so much energy.
Yeah.
There's a musical later on that I think has more energy that I will discuss.
Oh,
But-
that's also on my list.
Like all I'll say is it's been a good year for musicals. I really like Tick Tick Boom, which you haven't seen.
I haven't seen Tick Tick Boom. That might have made my list.
But that's
Encanto is really fun.
at least three musicals this year that have been really great.
Yeah.
But
I think Encanto was really great.
We've talked about In the Heights. I thought it was really good.
Annette.
Annette, yes, my favorite of all the musicals. But I thought John M. Chu did a really good job, and Anthony Ramos is like should be in more movies. He's a movie star.
I agree.
I just really loved it.
Have you seen Crazy Rich Asians?
No,
It's really good.
Is he? In
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool, epic.
It's epic.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's your number.
That's all I got.
8.
That's not my number 8. Yeah,
So you also haven't seen I have seen The Heights.
you have seen
mentioned-
In the
you-
Heights.
In the Green.
In the Green
Nights.
In the Heights.
So you haven't seen my number 8. It's a little. Oh, you know what it's gonna be. A little French. It is a little.
It's a
film.
petite movie.
It's a very petite movie, and it's Petite Maman.
Yeah.
It's like barely feature length.
Yes, but it is feature length.
Well, according to who actually, 40 minutes is feature length to some people.
Sure. We're
It's
inclusive.
it's a very short film, and I don't really want to say much about it,
No.
but you know about it. But like it's just about a kid.
Small yet epic.
This one is not epic, really. Actually, maybe it is epic.
I think
I'm gonna. My
I
new
think you should
rating
be
system is
banned.
epic or not epic. I'll tell you if your choices are epic or not
yeah,
epic.
not epic. Yeah.
It's just a very nice film. So I love Celine Sciamma. I love Portrait of a Lady on Fire, and this one is just more of that. It's just like deeply not personal, but deeply human, and it cares about its characters a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made me feel things, and I like
That
it
is
when
good.
the film
We do
does
like
that.
it
It's
when we
quite
feel
epic when a
things.
film does it.
It's so epic. We like it when we feel things.
And I like kids in I think telling children's stories is interesting.
Yes.
And not many people do it. Not many people do it. Yeah, I think Coolsville sucks. I think it's I do, because I want to talk about this later on with another film in this, but it's a. I think life experience is more universal when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Right? Can we
Yeah.
that's why Boyhood works so
Yeah.
well. I'm trying to be. I think you should say I like kids as well. So we have you saying I think Coolsville sucks.
You said
It's fine. You can already clip it once. I can't do more wrong.
Okay.
Do you like kids?
I hate them. Let's go the reverse.
So, I think children's stories are more universal because everyone
Yeah,
can
sure.
when you're a child, there's less things that you can have done as a kid.
It's like an innocent worldview as well, which I think is cool.
Yeah, and also lives are less diverse when you're a kid.
Sure.
Like by definition,
It's
there's
easier to
less things you
connect.
can have done.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of emotions and things you feel as a kid
Yeah.
are easier to not easy,
Yeah,
but in a way also harder to get right.
Yeah.
And this film does it so well.
Mm-hmm.
And it also it's about childhood, but it's also about growing up, and it's also about the future.
So epic. It's about so many things.
It's just a very nice film that made me cry a lot. And Celine Sciamma was there, and she was very drunk, and it was very nice.
That's great.
That's Petite Maman. You need to see it, and we'll talk about it
Yeah,
someday.
yeah, sure.
Because it's nice, and also very short. There's no.
Yeah, it is
excuse.
petite.
And it's coming to movie soon, or it's on movie now.
If it is it on movie now, I would have watched
No,
it.
it's coming to movie.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
me too.
What's your number 7? This is my favorite number as well.
Oh,
Just so you know.
Probably not that. Don't know. Okay. It's really 7.
Well, I like 17,
You
but
do
7
love
is also
17.
good.
Okay. Sure.
17 again, best movie.
Yeah.
It's there twice.
It's my number 1.
I wish.
It's there twice.
At
Okay.
least.
Number 7.
How many
is-
times is he 17? Once. Twice.
Yeah, he's twice.
Again.
Again.
Yeah,
He's
you
17 again.
It, again can happen twice. Like you can have
Again can happen.
you can
twice,
have
it
been
does.
17 7 times and then you're 17
And then
again
17
for an
again,
8th
but
time.
I think otherwise, why would you make a movie about the,
It's
the
Matthew
17th
Perry.
time he becomes 17? Or the 3rd time. That's not cool, is it?
Did they make a sequel? 17 again,
Like 17 again, yeah.
Yeah.
17 also. His friend.
It's Matthew Perry, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. I don't remember that film.
Clara.
We should watch that film.
Yeah.
17 again, Matthew Perry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he turns into Zac Efron. Well, no, he's already Zac Efron.
Matthew Perry.
I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
I'm
so.
like 95% certain.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And reach. Oh.
I pulled out the Blu-ray for everyone. Leslie Mann and Matthew Perry.
And Matthew Perry. Put it back on the shelf. We should leave it up. Oh, no.
17 again.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I like the number 17 and the number 7.
Yeah, that's how we got that.
I think, no, 27 isn't as good. I think it's just 7 and 17 I like.
Why?
I don't know. The two, like, takes, like, I like how it looks. 17 is nice because it's, like, two numbers that take, like, look similar.
If you broke
Like-
its back. If you broke
No,
one's
not similar
back.
in a way. Like, it's nice to write as well. That you go, like, 1, 7.
You like writing 27, though? 27 is
Oh,
pretty
27
good.
is nice.
I
Yeah.
quite like
17
37
is
as well.
also, there's a thing in my family.
Oh, do you know what I really like writing? The number 47.
47
Big
is
fan
nice.
of 47.
Yeah.
How do you feel about 47?
Oh, when we get to episode 47. Oh, this is episode 7.
Whoa.
This is the best episode. We've been doing this for 2 years.
That was so good at it. Okay, my number 7
You're number 7
for episode 7.
for
You
episode
just
7.
snuck a...
I thought it was
cheeky peek.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Come on.
Pig.
Pig?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to pick.
Pig. My number 7. Please pick.
Pig. I love Pig.
I
Great
knew I was
flavor.
going to like it because it's Nick Cage and I like everything that man does. Literally.
Do you?
Everything. I love him in
You
everything.
like Prisoners of the Ghostland.
I enjoyed Prisoners of Ghostland. I liked it a bit more towards the end. Although it didn't like live up to its potential for what it could have been based off of the description.
What happens to his testicles?
Oh, they get blown off. Or one of them gets blown off.
Oh, but
Early on in the movie, I'm not spoiling it. It's fine. Like it's very early on in the film, and and then later on, there's,
just says,
there's a moment where he
"Testicles!"
screams testicles, and it's fantastic.
That's all I know about it.
But
It says testicles.
But the point is the very good. I know the Nick Cage in everything. I like he's great in everything. I think he's regardless of the project. I always enjoy watching him.
Oh, yeah,
so
I
I knew
agree.
as soon
Yeah.
as there was a movie involving him losing his pig and having to find him.
It's so sad as well.
I thought, oh, great. And I didn't think it was going to be as sad as it was,
It's tragic.
but it works
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
And
Alex
it's just kind
Wolff.
of like, yeah, Alex Wolff is in it, who we love.
It's just nice. Like, it's nice.
And it's just this kind of beautiful and like really minimalistic movie.
It's very elegant.
Like, kind of, you think it's going to be like a revenge John Wick kind of
no,
thing,
no.
and it's really not. And it's just
That is
kind
spoiler,
of,
Jordan. No.
no, it's not. But like on paper, that's what it is. But it's not that. And it's kind of when it reveals like what it is by the end, you kind of think, oh wow,
Yeah.
Like, that's a really nice
Yeah.
exploration of
Yeah.
like grief and what it's like to lose something like you so desperately want to find. Like
Well, it's
to
the
get
one
back.
thing he has.
It's the one
That
thing he
we don't
has.
get many things we care about in life.
It's so good.
It's really good.
It's so good. And I just I like the
It
way
would
it's,
probably get higher if I watched it again.
I like the way it's broken up into the chapters. I
Yeah.
like the kind of emphasis on food and like that comes back later on in the film.
Yeah.
And it's just really good.
Yeah.
And,
And
Nick Cage
Alex Wolff is good as
deserves an
well.
Oscar nomination.
Yeah, he does.
I think he really does. And
We'll
I
talk
don't-
about these ones.
I have
coming out as well,
nothing else.
the
I
ones.
just go watch Pig. Like it's really short. It's really well made. The characters are great. The writing's really good. It's just a good
Yeah.
time. It's a
Yeah.
really good time. I love
Great.
Pig.
Pig is really good.
I love Pig.
Yeah. I
Now
also
you
love
pick
Pig.
number 7.
No, I pick.
You pick
My number 7.
Pig as well.
This might be our first overlap, which is a problem. So what do we do
which
now?
is a problem.
Not a problem. We just should both.
Oh, as
talk-
in like mine's higher than yours.
we shouldn't talk about it twice. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, if it's higher on my list,
Should we wait?
Should we wait? You can say what it is, and we wait to talk
Okay,
about
we'll wait.
it. And the same if I have one that's higher for you, we wait.
Okay.
You want to do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Because that
What if
hasn't
it's the same number?
happened. Crazy.
Oh,
Let me know if this is higher on your list. I'm pretty sure it will be.
number
My number
6.
7. My number
oh,
7.
7. My bad. Yes.
My number 7 is West Side Story.
Okay.
We waiting.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your number 6?
My number 6 is one I know it's not on your list. And okay, I just want to point
Oh,
this
I
out
can-
right now.
I
Okay,
know what this
so
is
there's
gonna be.
6 films left, and at least number 4, 5, and 6 are kind of, I don't care where they go. Like there is no real placement for me because I'm kind of like I can't decide where I like them all, and I think it will change a lot. So number 6 right now, which I thought would be much higher originally from the start of the year,
I
is
know what this
Dune.
is, yeah.
And I know you don't like Dune that much. That's not. What is that?
That's an immigrant song. Immigrant song.
It is.
They do
They should have that though.
They should. But they not do something. They go like, wow.
Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. And I mean, I do like it. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's everything
It's Dune.
It's everything I wanted it to be. Like it's this big, epic, epic movie
Is
that
it
like
epic now?
but this one like spans galaxies, and it feels like it spans galaxies, universes. Like everything's on like a planetary scale. It makes everything else feel tiny,
Almost as
and
epic
like
as Spencer.
almost as epic as the small journey of Spencer. Not quite, but yeah. And it's just, it makes everything else feel like nothing. Like, and like in terms of scale, like I haven't seen a movie that big before, and to see that on a big screen as well,
Yeah.
was like an experience I won't
The
have.
screen was grumbling.
Like, literally rumbling, and I don't think I'll have that again, at least until part 2. Like that feels like something very special.
Yeah.
It's beautifully directed. Like it's just, he has such a good, like he runs such a tight ship on where the camera moves and stuff. I like how restrained it is. The sound design is gorgeous. The score is it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
And like everyone in it just works. Like it's the perfect version of those characters from the book as well.
You've read it as well.
I have read it as well, and I just think it's like you can't do a better job.
You can't do
a better job of that movie. Like I don't know how you do it better. And I thought I was going to be like, I sound very enthusiastic about it right now, but I thought it was going to be like my number 1 hands down. Like this is the best film I've ever seen. Like I can't, but it wasn't. I prefer a lot of his other films.
Yeah.
I think the second part will raise this one up a lot more, and I hope maybe you
agree.
like it a bit more as well.
Yeah. I like it.
But it feels like
I'm not
one
going to
of
shit on
those-
Dune. And I'm scared.
I appreciate it a lot because it's one of those that feels like what I'm imagining Fellowship felt like when
like
that
when it
came
came
out,
out.
where it's like this big monumental thing that we don't
Yeah.
have the rest of yet,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
feels like someone who's just knows exactly what
To be
they're
fair,
doing.
I've never
And, like,
seen Fellowship of the Ring without knowing.
like I feel like it's like that, and it's just really cool to see someone on that like making a movie that big,
Yeah.
and I like that. So that's why that, and I don't know.
Do you
I'm a big
prefer
fan.
it to Fellowship now?
No, I haven't seen Fellowship in a while, but yeah, I wouldn't
We
go
should do
that
that
far.
soon.
We should, but yeah, it's just it's everything I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So that's why it's there. Dune.
It's more than I wanted it to be. I was not excited for it.
You went.
Yeah, I'll talk about Dune quickly because I don't want to shit on
Please
it.
do.
I don't want to shit on
You
it.
hate Denis Villeneuve.
I don't. I love Denis Villeneuve. We saw him. We did it.
Yeah, we shook head.
We had an evening with him.
lunch.
Was it called an evening with?
An evening with a Denis Villeneuve. Yeah,
Was it?
maybe.
Maybe not. It was a talk by him where he talked about
All his films.
Dune, all of his films.
Denis Villeneuve from Conversation.
It was Denis Villeneuve in conversation.
We had an evening with Roger Deakins.
We
Roger
had
and
an
James
evening with
Deakins.
Roger and James Deakins.
We had lunch.
Yes.
They were wonderful.
And we had a conversation with. Is he in conversation if we are
He's
not
in
speaking back?
But he's in conversation with Robbie Collin.
Oh yeah, it was Robert Collin. Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah.
Dune. I love Denis Villeneuve. Arrival is one of
Doesn't
my
sound
favorite.
like him, man.
Arrival is one of my favorite films.
Yeah.
Like hands down, maybe the best film ever made.
Yes.
I always say Arrival.
It is
Don't
good.
step on my cable. Arrival is whenever I see it, I go, "This is why films are made." Like,
Yeah.
this is like the best, the most movie. This is the
This
best
is
example.
epic.
This is truly epic, but it's not. That's what I like about Arrival. Like, Arrival is
Okay, can you tell me right now? Look me square in the eye. Is Spencer more epic?
than Arrival. Than Arrival.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good to know. Good to know.
Is there an epic scale or is it a binary system?
It doesn't matter now. Is it more or less epic than Spencer? That's the only.
Okay,
That's the
more
only,
or less that's the middle, not the
You
middle
can-
ground.
No, it's not the middle ground. That's
It's the high ground.
The peak.
I have the high
You
ground.
can't get more epic than Spencer.
That's Spencer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Arrival is
Oh man,
one of
I almost thought epic. The letters from epic were in Spencer, but it would have to be Spencer. Or Spencer. Damn. I love my,
We'll make
I love the
we'll make
movie
a poster
Spencer.
that just says epic instead of Spencer.
In the same font.
Spepic.
Epic. Beautiful.
So here we go. My history with Denis Villeneuve. We have history.
They don't talk anymore.
I didn't like Arrival the first time I saw it. This is why I'm bringing up
you
Arrival.
didn't?
I didn't like it. I thought, what is this about? I
What a
also
step
wasn't.
on your cable
I
again.
also don't think. I don't think I was paying a lot of attention.
Yeah.
I saw it when it came out, like at home and whatever, and then I saw it again during the first lockdown, and I thought, what? And I was crying,
Yeah.
and Clara was there, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god! And then I've seen it like another 2 times since then.
Yeah.
Once in cinemas, which I hadn't seen. And every time I see it now, it's like if I had to explain to someone why I like films, I would show them this and be like, look at what
No
this does.
explanation. Mic drop.
Isn't this epic?
Isn't it great? Not as epic
I
as
mean, I know you have.
Wait till you see
wait till you
Spencer.
see Spencer. But I would show them that and be like, look at what this does with them. Like, look, this is insane. What it achieves. You couldn't do this in any other way. Which is mad that it's a short story, which I haven't read.
Yeah.
Because I think that's it's the most movie in that way. Like you couldn't do that any other way.
Yeah.
So epic. Won't believe it. Well, no, where is my phone? Oh, it's,
You don't
whoa,
need
whoa.
it. Oh.
No, I need it very soon.
I don't know if I should tell you this, but you're an hour in now.
That's good. Oh, we're
That's
flying.
really good. Oh my god,
Well, is that it?
that
We're so good.
was so good. So Clara just told us we're an hour in.
We're going to fly through this now.
Yeah,
Keep going.
Yeah,
Keep going.
So yeah, I love Arrival. One of my favorite films. I wasn't expecting much from Dune. I don't care about the source material. I haven't read it, and it honestly looked boring to me. Which is like it's an exciting project, and I'm happy. I was always happy it exists, and like he got to make it because he's nice. He's a nice man. I can tell you from experience. We met him.
Yeah, they had lunch.
We had a conversation, Joe,
a conversation.
with Robbie Colton.
He was great too.
And I was like, sure, and I'll go see it first day, and we saw it early actually. I was excited to see it, finally have seen it, so I didn't have to go. No, and I was honestly pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh, I care more about these characters more than I thought I would. This world is more interesting than I thought it would be. However, like now, I don't care about it.
Okay.
It's my like. I'm sure I'll see it again in a few months, probably, or you're gonna make me watch it again soon.
Yeah, what? It's fine.
Is the Blu-ray out?
Very soon.
You're gonna
Very
make me
Dune.
watch it again
Yeah.
soon. Dune soon.
Dune soon.
It
Soon for
sounds
Dune.
like
Soon for
a
Dune.
tradition,
It does.
like a Chinese tradition. Dune soon. Yeah. What dim? Where's dim
It
sum?
sounds like
Is dim sum
Japanese.
Japanese?
Kundun.
It-
Dune
what-
soon. Sundun.
is the dish dim sum
I don't know what you're
Japanese
talking
or Chinese? Wherever dim sum is from, that's what Dune soon sounds like.
about. Cool. What's your number 6?
My number. Are we? So that was my Dune rant, not
Review.
rant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as epic.
Did you
as
say
Spencer.
6?
You've said you're 6.
Have you said you're 6?
I haven't, but I have a feeling it's going to be. I just
Okay.
looked and it is on your list.
Okay.
My number 6, well, I guess we have to wait now, is the beta test.
Okay. You can talk about the beta test now. We can just talk about it.
Jim Cummings.
It's fine.
Jim Cummings is
Third
the beta
movie.
test.
Third film.
It is. Third
Yes.
feature.
His third feature film.
Are we talking about it now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because
Why did we wait for West Side Story then?
No, because my next one's like I know is higher for you.
Okay.
So we'll just
then we have
like
one
at this
and one.
point we may as well just talk about beta test because then we're gonna have to talk about West Side Story later. Let's just go.
Okay. So the beta test is Jim Cummings' third film,
Yes.
and it's the funniest film of the year
Yeah.
by far, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
And just really exciting. More exciting than Dune, definitely. I'm going to try to stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
Stop doing
Stop
that.
doing that. Yeah.
But it's just like, I love Jim Cummings. I was always going to love this. I think his humor, his sense of humor is so fun and like dark and like the kind of thing that makes me laugh.
Yeah.
He is just a funny guy. Like looking at him makes me laugh.
Yeah. He's like I think he's like Chaplin-esque.
Yeah. I've
Like,
loved
it's,
all of
it's
his
like
films.
that. He feels like he would have belonged in like in the old movies in the silent era, he would
Yeah.
have done really well. Because
Yeah.
just the way he moves his body is really cool.
Yeah.
And like he is funny. He doesn't have to say anything to be funny. Like his facial expressions
Yeah.
and like
And
just
he has
the way he
great
carries
timing.
himself.
Great timing with
It's just
everything.
really good.
Like the way
you
he
can-
delivers lines and the way he moves his
like
body.
you can put him in a wide shot and it's funny.
Yeah,
And like I
agree.
don't think a lot of people can do that.
No.
And I know it's cool.
There's some people in another film we're going to talk about. that do that.
There are for sure, but like that's something I think, especially when like he's controlling everything. I think he knows what he's good at and he plays to his
I
strengths.
agree.
And I think
I
it's
agree.
really cool.
That and the reason I think I like him so much is because he can do what he wants
Yeah,
every time.
it's very inspiring and
He
very.
hasn't made a film
freeing
where
to
he
see
isn't
someone.
100% in control, which is really exciting.
Yeah,
And I don't think he ever will.
I hope not. And then judging by the way he looks at it, I think
don't
like
think
it's
he
very
wants to do
cool
that.
that someone like that can get, but even if it's not like mega budgets, can get
Which
budgets
also,
like
this
that.
looks
And
better than a lot of films that are.
It looks really good.
higher budget, like way higher budget.
like you wouldn't know from looking at it how cheap it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really cool how much quality he can get from that.
Yeah.
And also, it's like a scathing indictment of like agencies in Hollywood.
and the packaging
And it's so fun.
industry. Yeah, it's just really funny. It has one of my favorite jokes. It has my favorite joke of the year.
Already, it's just like it's really sharp. It's really funny.
Yeah, it looks
And-
nice. It's short. Like
and it's just I like
tight.
I like it when it's like that as
The
well.
writing
It's
is
just
really
tight.
good in like structure wise and stuff. I like it.
I know that's not going to be like up everyone's alley,
Yeah,
but there's just something.
sure.
I don't think everyone's going to love it as much as we did anyway.
Yeah.
But like this, I don't know.
Like we saw it 2 days in a row, and
Like,
like,
I just-
there was a thing with booking tickets. And
The
wait,
worst.
do you want to tell the
It's
story?
fine.
We just tell the story. They released tickets at the Prince Charles.
What did we do?
They released tickets at the Prince Charles for a day, and then like
We
booked-
don't live in London, by the way. We live in London.
Yeah, in Landon. And then we booked those tickets, and then like a week later they announced, oh, there's a day before.
We originally booked this because we were hoping to see Jim Cummings at the screening.
Oh, so this is what happened. So the
So we
film
booked
was.
front row tickets.
So we booked front row tickets for the day the film was coming out.
and we thought, cool,
And
sorted.
then they announced, oh, the day after the film comes out, there's another screening that we just announced with a Q&A.
So that was a guarantee that he was going to be this. We thought, oh, okay. So
so
we
we
booked
went.
front row seats again.
Again. So we saw the film twice on the front row, which is fine. It was the downstairs screen.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
The upstairs screen.
Yeah, upstairs screen, but it was good. It was a good place to be.
I like the upstairs screen.
I like
you
it a
say
lot as
that
well.
like it's not good normally.
No,
I think
but
the
I was
upstairs screen is
confirming
better
that
than
you
the
were
downstairs
correct.
screen.
It was a good place to be, and we saw it
You heard
twice,
my-
and it
did you
didn't
hear
matter.
my take?
Yeah,
Upstairs screen is better than the downstairs screen.
I like them both.
Me too.
Yeah,
The seats are way better.
yeah, I like upstairs a lot. I'd be happy if everything was upstairs. But
Yeah.
I also like downstairs.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's a good cinema.
Who's to say?
I have opinions on Prince Charles that I don't want
I
to
love the Prince Charles.
I like it too.
Okay, I love the Prince Charles.
So we saw it 2 days in a row. One of them with a Q&A where he wasn't there because he got COVID.
COVID, which was very sad, but it's
Very
fine.
sad. Yeah.
He's well known.
We still had the Q&A. You asked some questions.
Yes.
Like a couple questions.
Yay.
Yeah. And he was nice. There were some old people next to us that told him how to make it. What did they say? One of them was like, "Oh, I enjoyed a lot your long takes in the old films. I don't know what you're doing, man."
Yeah, he like critiqued him weirdly,
Which was
didn't
really
he?
weird.
It's
It
fine.
wasn't really a question, but
Yeah,
more
it's
like a
fine.
comment. And the film is. We've talked about the film enough. I think it's just
just a ton
funny.
of
Like
fun.
you
It's
should just
great.
watch it. It's hard to explain.
Just go rent it.
Why
Like-
his films work.
Like give him more money because I
Yeah.
want to see more what he
Yeah.
like. I want to see what he does on bigger budgets as well. Like just he's really good,
Yeah, he's
and
fantastic.
he's
And
yeah.
it's my favorite film of his so far. So there
yes,
you go.
it's really good. It's really really good. Really,
Yeah. Huh. And we watched Thunder Road again yesterday.
Yeah.
And that solidified it.
really.
I think it
You
goes.
hate that,
I think I think it goes beta test Thunder Road, Wolf of
Wolf
Snow
of Snow
Hollow.
Hollow, sure.
But I love Wolf
Okay.
of Snow Hollow.
I think I like them all equally.
Yeah, I could
Gonna be
say
a
that
boring
too.
boy.
Yeah.
and be
But if I
abstinent.
had to rank them,
Okay,
because that's what film is about.
it's
You
all
don't have an
about
opinion
ranking.
unless you can rank it.
Yes.
This one's quite epic as well. I forgot to say.
So yes. Okay.
What's your number?
My number five, I think, is very high for you. Where are we at now for you? You've said
6.
you haven't
Beta
said
test was
anything
6.
from higher than that, though, have we?
No,
We haven't.
no.
Okay. Well, then I might wait. I'm going to talk about West Side Story. I'm going to skip the fifth. My fifth favorite movie is definitely going to be higher for you.
Okay, but then I should say my 5th.
Yes.
If we're skipping your 5th.
Yes.
Okay. My 5th, you haven't seen, so this might be
What
very
if,
quick.
okay.
It is. Do we want the French title or the
Give me the
English
French title.
Les Olympiades. It's Paris 13th district,
Oh,
which is called Les
really?
Olympiades.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's the S is silent. The,
No,
Les
I wasn't asking
it's
really. That's how you
Les-
pronounce it. I was like,
Les
really, that's that.
Olympiades, I
Okay.
believe.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I love this film.
I didn't know
so
that you
much.
liked it that much.
This is the one that I thought would surprise you.
Yeah,
you
that
have to see
surprised
this.
me. I will.
It's co-written by Celine Sciamma.
Well, I'm also a big fan of the guy anyway because he made A Prophet,
He did
which
make
I
A
really
Prophet.
love. It's one of my favorite films.
I haven't seen it.
It's really
It's mad
good.
that I
We should
haven't
watch
seen
it.
We should.
But yes.
So yeah, the direction's cool. One of the best soundtracks of the score is ridiculous. It's made by this guy. I'm gonna actually find this out. The score is by this guy called Ron, and he's like an electronic music producer, I think.
Yeah.
He might have like a career of his own, like he might be a rapper, maybe, I don't know. But the music is like just like, so the film is this like slice of life, like Paris, like story where it's like 3 stories that intertwine and stuff. And the score is like, it's
Sounds like
insane,
Dune.
but it's really cool.
Okay.
Like you'll get like one of the opening is just like shots of Paris set to like thumping bass and like weird shit. It's like drum and bass, which I normally don't listen to, but like it's really cool and like the contrast of it. And then just the cinematography is really nice. It's black and white. It looks really nice.
We do like a black and white movie.
What's her name? Not Adele Hanel, but the other girl in Portugal on Fire is in it. Noemi Mallant is in it. The whole cast is actually really good, and it's just I like these kind of films where it's just slice of life and people doing things, and like it's about like, oh, isn't life funny?
Yeah. So funny.
Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
This is very epic too.
Yeah. So.
All of the from now on they're all epic.
I really
Spoiler alert.
I really want to see it.
I don't know when it's coming out or like what's gonna happen with it. I hope someone picks it up.
Yeah, I don't know where that's going to be. Movie, maybe.
Maybe.
That's great.
I hope so because I hope more people get to see it because I honestly think this like there's a crowd for like there's an audience for this of people that like Euphoria and stuff like this is what that is.
See, that's not what I expected. The vibe was going to be like.
It is.
I thought it was going to be like some kind of like really cool but really serious movie.
No,
like, really serious.
It is. It's about like love and like. Really, it's about love and like what it means to meet people and like to connect.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but it's also like
I'm sold.
hip. It's really
I have my ticket. I don't have my ticket, but I would buy my ticket if I could buy a ticket right now.
Where did you come?
I was working. Yeah. I would buy a ticket.
Were you working?
Yeah. You were going during the day because I had a ticket for it.
Yeah, because then you went to see last night in Soho again, and I went to see Petite Maman.
Yes.
Cool. So that was my number 5.
Your number
What's
5?
Number 4.
No, my number 4 was Beta Test.
Yes.
Number 5 I'm not going to talk about because it's higher for you.
Yes.
I know it is. So I'm going to talk about West Side Story, which is my number 3 of the year.
Maybe I should say my number 4 then.
Oh, what's your number 4?
Right? This is how you should do it?
Oh.
My number 4 is going to be higher for you.
Oh, man.
Way higher. Wait, what? Where is this?
Who knows?
So my number 4, they're doing this very weirdly. My number 4.
Well, at this point, we're just talking about films we like.
Yeah.
It's fine.
My number 4 is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay.
We should wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should wait.
So
I know
what?
what your number 1 is, so
Yeah.
we can talk about
Number
those
one.
that will work out.
I don't understand.
That will work out. You're number 1. We can just wait for that. Well,
Yeah.
okay. What's that
So
story?
we share a number 1. You do. We don't.
We do.
We don't.
you peaked.
I peaked. Well, I can piece it together now. I know your list.
Yeah,
now.
okay. I don't fully know your list though. I don't know what your
Really?
second favorite film is of the
Oh,
year.
you don't?
No. Okay. West Side Story.
believe this isn't
We're
in
gonna
your
talk about.
list.
We should talk
Horrible.
about West Side Story now.
You are this film.
Whoa. Okay. West Side Story.
I think Clara got it. Clara
That's
got it.
hilarious. Okay.
What's that story? Which
Okay.
is your number?
Which is my number 3. Like borderline favorite.
Sure.
Like it's
Okay. This is so weird.
It's fine.
You haven't talked about your number 5 yet.
No, I haven't because
This is my number 3. I think.
Okay. Right.
Okay, let's talk about West Side Story because West Side Story was my number 7.
Oh my god! Okay, let's talk about West Side. Yeah,
For
yeah,
episode
exactly,
7.
West Side Story. I've been looking forward to it for a while. Like I love the original,
Same.
and Steven Spielberg's my favorite
And it
director.
got delayed.
It got delayed. Steven Spielberg's my favorite. Like I just wanted. He hadn't done a musical before. He'd done musical pieces in a movie before with 1941.
Really?
Yeah, 1941.
I should watch it.
Yeah. But like. Just to see what he did with like a big musical, and I also wanted to see what differences would be to the original because like what do you do with that? And I get why he wanted to make it, but also like
There's a
what
lot
do
of things you can
like,
do.
But like
That's
but, like, again, man, again, your phone.
17 again.
Pick it up. Pick
fine,
it up.
I don't need to know.
Okay, never say no. Okay.
I just want to like. I was very excited for this because of how like what you can do with it. I love the original.
I didn't know.
I think 10 out of 10. But there's so much you can improve.
There is,
Especially
but I also didn't
pacing-wise
know
and, like,
what you
script-wise.
would do.
Yeah.
And Tony Kushner's script is like kind of revelatory for like how it changes the viewing experience because it's like the way they kind of move songs around, like not crazy amounts, but like just enough to kind of mess with the pacing a little bit, and like introducing certain characters in certain scenes makes like way more dramatic in places as well, and like sells the emotion way more.
It doesn't. worse than anything.
No, it
Everything
literally-
it changes
which
makes it better.
baffles me. So there's nothing in this movie, to me anyway, that is worse than the original. There are
And-
stuff I like that I like as much,
Yeah.
but that's it. Like
Yeah.
everything else is either better or on the same level.
And then there's things that in the original I don't like and I love now.
yeah, and
Like cool.
they made maybe the worst song in the original. One of the worst songs.
One of the most
definitely
boring
like
songs.
bottom ones where you kind of think, oh, it's fine.
Who
like
sings that song?
I can't remember. It's
Austin Moon.
It's the guy that looks like Austin Moon. It is. It's.
Why does he sing that song?
I can't remember why he sings the song.
That
but
song
it's
has no
fine.
place in that film.
It's fine.
And now it's amazing.
And now it's the best song in the movie, like
Yeah.
as far as like just watching
To-
it and how it's staged and
direction-wise,
everything.
and,
But
yeah.
like, if we want to talk about just how it's directed, it's like on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like to me anyway, I'm like, I don't understand how you can do that.
yeah.
The energy for that 75-year-old man
Ridiculous. He is like
is like
ridiculous.
god tier.
It reminds me of Almodovar with Parallel Mothers, which I haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen, but that film feels like it's directed by a 30-year-old.
It's
And
just
that
like
man
kind
is
of like how cool
78,
it is
I
to
think.
see how old someone can be, yet you would have no idea.
That's gonna be us soon.
Yeah.
Very
A
epic.
75-year-old. Like the high energy, like the huge dance numbers, kind of like as much as I love In the Heights is ones that kind of shows them up a little bit.
It does,
'Cause
it
I'm
does,
like,
it does,
oh
it does.
wow, that's where
Yeah.
you do it.
And John M. Chu is good.
And
but, like,
I love the way In the
Yeah.
Heights is directed, but it was kind of like this feels a bit more elegant. Like
Sure, yeah.
like yeah.
I know what you mean.
E.
Yeah. Well, it's
and-
someone who knows what they're doing.
And it's just
Like,
someone who
not
like
that John
who
M.
has
Chu
had
doesn't,
more
but,
experience.
Yeah.
Like it's and like who is clearly itching to make a musical.
And like it feels like an older hand. Like John
Yeah,
M.
it
Chu
does.
is like hip.
It like mixes kind of yeah exactly. There's like yeah,
Yeah.
if it's, again it's
Like
more, it's
in
more
the
elegant.
Heights
If
feels
it-
like
like
a
West
film.
Side Story.
In the Heights feels like a film made by the people in it. Like
yeah,
Like, it
yeah,
feels
yeah,
like-
yeah,
like
for
they-
sure,
like they
for
made
sure.
it.
And West Side Story is like someone who clearly likes old movies and is directing like an old movie,
Yeah.
but with a lot more energy
Yeah.
and with a lot more like.
yeah, In the Heights has no, maybe not more energy.
I don't
actually.
think it does.
Maybe
I
not.
think it does. And
But it feels like younger. You know what I mean?
yeah, and yeah, definitely. And the characters in here, even though I mean the characters are fine in the original West Side Story, and I enjoyed watching it all the time because I mean it's a traditional it's Shakespeare, but the way they like just add a couple scenes to this make a lot of the characters so much more interesting, and I'm actually invested in them.
Yeah.
And I actually felt things
'Cause,
when
like-
when they sing Maria. I felt things.
Maria is
and
amazing.
It's just great. I thought everyone in it was fantastic. Like everyone.
Yeah.
And
Rachel's really good.
Everyone's great. It looks beautiful. Everything works in it.
Who
It was
plays
just one of
Anita?
those
What's
like
her name?
Ariana
Devol?
DeBose. I'm gonna look it up because she's really good.
She is the best.
It's Ariana DeBose.
I also really like the guy who plays Bernardo.
He's fantastic. David Alvarez.
I really wanted more of him.
and Rachel Ziegler, like incredible.
Yeah.
like incredible.
Yeah.
and they
And-
they
and,
bring the energy.
Rita Moreno is great as well.
Yeah, it's just the what they do with Rita Moreno's character is
Yeah.
fantastic as well. I just everything was. It was
It's
everything
just-
I wanted
it's
it to
just
be
good.
and more.
Yeah.
like it just worked.
I agree.
I thought it was great.
This is my
Loved it.
Dune.
This is it. This is it.
Truly epic.
Truly epic. Okay.
Yeah, it just like I loved it a lot. Number
Yeah.
7 of the year. Again, could have been my
Yeah.
favorite film of the
Like,
year. When I
yeah.
saw it, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was so happy
Yeah.
in that moment. We were
That was it.
yeah.
I have nothing
What's
else
the
to
line?
say.
Have you seen Perks of a Wallflower?
No.
Perks of, what's it called? What's it called?
Perks of being a wallflower. Yeah.
In that moment, we were infinite. I think is the line.
We were in.
And we were infinite.
Okay.
Okay, is it my go?
Yeah, maybe.
So do you want to talk about? Oh fuck.
Well, you know what my list is now.
Yeah, let's
Which one do you want to talk about?
let's do.
Do you want to talk about this?
Yes, let's do. So my number 3
And my number 5.
is Come On, Come On.
Come on, come on. Was the surprise screening?
Mike Mills. This is Come
Mike
On,
Mills.
Come On.
Come on. It was at the surprise screening at the BFI festival.
Film Festival 2021.
Yes, 2021. I mean,
With-
you should stop
Oh my god.
because I mean, I think well, you have it higher than me, but like we both love
We
it.
both. Love it.
I
It
think
was my favorite film of the year for like the choices I made last night while rearranging this, and even right now, like the last change was made the moment we pressed record. We were recording actually when I changed the list.
Oh whoa! Crazy.
Just deeply affecting and powerful, and so it was the surprise film. I didn't know much about it. I'd seen the trailer, and I knew it was black and white and cool and Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes.
And I haven't seen any Mike Mills films before, which is
Mike
kind
films.
of sad now, because I want to get into him more now. If they're all like this, which I hope they are.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got there. We thought it was going to be
We
Cyrano.
were worried.
we had our suspicion. We had like a few people were like speculating on Twitter.
Yeah.
Towards like what it could be, and none of them were really guys.
There was mainly come on, right? That was like the big. Everyone
Yeah.
kind of guessed it was come on.
Some people thought it would be Cyrano,
and there was one.
House of Gucci.
Those people.
thought-
Like I was hoping it was Nightmare Alley.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, that was never gonna happen.
Some people thought it could have been
Licorice Pizza as well.
Licorice Pizza would have been cool.
Well, that
After
didn't
Yang
happen.
would have been nice.
The After Yang would have been great, but it's fine. I'll take Come On, because I don't know when I would have watched it.
Yeah, exactly. And we were like blown away. Like,
We were
so the film finished.
The way that movie finishes, and I feel like everyone experienced it in the same way.
Yeah.
Like it was just
the
like
cinema.
devastating.
The audience was like, you could feel
Yeah, it was mad.
the last line just boom.
It was mad.
It's
Absolutely
the most
mad.
powerful ending to any film this year by far. And
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
and just even though there's been a lot of good endings this year, I think Rocket League.
I do love the way Rocket League ends.
I think Red
Especially if we
Rocket, Red Rocket has a fantastic ending. I think our number one film of the year has a fantastic ending.
Mm-hmm.
My number one film of the year. Sorry, it's not yours. Your number one film of the year also has a fantastic ending. It has been a good year for endings.
What was the other film you said had the best ending ever?
Red Rocket.
Was it?
Yeah,
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Sure it wasn't Pig.
Pig has a great ending.
It definitely wasn't Pig, but
It
I did
wasn't
like the
Pig.
ending.
Yeah, it's good. You're projecting. You sure you didn't like
Sure,
Pig?
sure you didn't love Dune, right?
Great ending. Doesn't it?
Okay.
So, yeah, it was just like the experience of watching it, and then also just the film is like I've seen it twice now because I watched it again not that long ago with my family. No one liked it. It was
So
horrible,
sad.
and I was like weeping,
Yeah.
like full on sobbing, because it's just I find it so powerful and like emotional. It's just a story of two people meeting and like bonding.
Yeah.
And they're both I will cry if we talk about it more. I'm kind of like swerving around. The film ended.
Yeah.
And at the cinema,
Yeah.
and we cried.
Yes.
And then we were walking home, and we couldn't talk without crying.
No one spoke.
No one spoke because we would cry.
I just think it's a special movie because it's like the way they.
I've never
A
seen the
lot
film.
of films
Yeah.
don't tackle kids very well, like in the way it
You
explores.
love kids.
I hate them. The way it explores like being a kid and like how you experience, like what your relationships are like with people,
it's very-
and like
it
how you
respects
experience
children.
the world. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is like a lot of films don't do that and like kind of simplify how a kid experiences things.
But
And
also-
this one is knowingly like treats them as complicated people and treat them like an adult.
Yeah. But also at the
with
same
the
time,
sincerity of someone who hasn't experienced anything yet.
yeah. At the same time, it's like he is as vulnerable as a child is.
And that's what I really like. I like that it does both.
Yeah.
And it's not like in a lot of movies, a lot of kids are just kind of like oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, you're not smart.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's dumbed down to.
Yeah.
Like literally like, oh, you're just not as intelligent as us.
Yeah,
But it's
because
like, oh no, actually,
you
like,
haven't experienced as much as I
Yeah.
have, but he has.
but it's like, oh no, he has. Or like maybe he hasn't
Like
experienced as
he
much
can
as
like
you.
he can understand
but
what those experiences are.
yeah.
And that's what the whole point
It's
of
like
the interviews in the
they're
film
way
are.
more emotionally intelligent than you think they are.
Yeah. But at the same time, they're also children, and the film does like explain like touch on that.
And it's like-
and it also touches on like our use of technology.
Yeah, it's great.
How we talk to each other, why we
Yeah.
talk to each other.
It's just beautiful.
It's epic.
It's not epic.
But it is. It's such a big, especially the second time that I watched it, I was like, oh my God, this is about so many things.
Yeah.
Like, centrally, like, obviously it's about them too.
Yeah.
But, like, it's saying so much.
Yeah. It's
About
exploring a lot of things.
it's saying, what?
It's exploring a lot of things.
It's saying so much about relationships,
Yes.
about what we do for each other, what we do to each other. It's crazy. It's
great.
ridiculous. And it's going to get ignored at the Oscars.
Yeah, it's
Very sadly.
It's very sad.
Even though it deserves literally everything.
does.
Best performances.
Yeah.
The score is amazing. The sound design is ridiculous. So the story, we haven't explained what it is, but the Joaquin Phoenix works. He's a radio. He has. It probably is a podcast, right? Like
Yeah, he works on like the radio.
he works with sound, and he has a microphone like this one.
Yes.
And the way they use the sound from the microphone is amazing.
Yes.
Just the sound design in general is amazing. I think the editing is really good.
It's all great. It all just works.
It looks
just works really well.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
You should go
just-
watch it.
It's something else.
But be in the mood for it.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
it will-
also
it will ruin your
But it will
evening.
put you in the mood. It's a film that it's not like
No, but also like I'm not in that way, but like be prepared.
Yeah.
Like because it will.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But yeah, it's great. It's really good. It's really 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 good. Okay, I have 2 left. Do you have 2 left or 3 left?
I
have 2 left.
have. We haven't talked about 3 of mine.
Okay. Well, we may as well start.
What? Do you?
We should talk. Oh, what's your third?
My third was Come On. We've skipped over Spider-Man,
We have.
but yeah, that's your first, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
So you should talk about yeah.
Should I talk about my second?
Yes.
And then we can both talk about my first.
we'll talk about
your
my
second.
first, and then we'll talk about yours because then yours because that's the highest of the 2. That's the highest ranked movie we have given this year.
together.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so my second
Yes.
favorite film of the year, very, very, very possibly.
I'm not ready for this. I can't think of what I've missed
So
in
this
my
is
analysis.
really.
Yeah.
So, Jungle Cruise. No.
Yes.
It could be. It should be.
Okay,
really.
well, go on,
Maybe
go
I
on,
should
go on.
change.
I'm so
Maybe I
ready.
should just talk about Jungle Cruise
No,
more.
I'm ready.
This film, I can't believe you haven't talked about this. This is ridiculous because you're wrong about this
Have
film.
I forgotten?
This
Or did I
makes
just not
and
like
it makes you the worst person in the world that you haven't put the worst
forgot
person in the
about
world
that. Yeah.
in your list because it's fucking ridiculously good.
Why though?
So once again,
Once again.
it's a big film, epic.
But that doesn't mean anything.
No, but I'm going to explain. Just like Come On, it's about so many things,
That, again.
and mainly what the film is about someone lost,
Yes.
like someone lost and making decisions
Mm-hmm.
that they don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's about someone who doesn't understand life
Mm-hmm.
because no one understands life.
Yeah.
And trying to make sense of something that is impossible to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it so powerful and emotional. And I had just been through a breakup, and it made me feel like really weird things that I've never felt in a cinema before.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, it was a weird feeling of like, oh my god, this is like I can relate to this, but it's also helping me understand some people in my life. It's
Yeah.
also helping me understand why people do things. It's a very human film.
Yeah.
But it's not like that pretentious, really. Like, it's quite accessible.
Yeah, it's pretty easy
It's
to
very
it's like
accessible.
entertaining.
It's very accessible. It does ridiculous things with the direction of it. There's my favorite scene of the year, like direction-wise, is in it. It's the bit with the drums.
Yeah, it's cool.
I don't want to explain
cool.
much. Like, he didn't need to do that.
You're right.
It's like
think
he's
it,
just
like-
showing off. It's like West Side Story, but just one moment in the film.
yeah, I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, but it didn't like.
It's
didn't
like I was
hit you?
No, I don't know what it was. I was kind of like I thought it was too long.
Really?
I like
See,
wanted
the
it-
structure of it. So it's separated into chapters.
And it tells you at the front, like it tells you right at the start. It says like, "Oh, this is a movie that's told in 12 chapters," and I was like, I really wish
The
they
worst
didn't tell
person
me
in the
that.
world, a film in 10 chapters.
Because I kind of knew
11?
it's 12.
12 chapters.
And a prologue and an epilogue. isn't
Epilogue
it?
and prologue.
Yeah, and I was like, oh man, okay, now I know. I had like a little. I felt like when I was watching, I had like a little timeline, and I was just waiting for.
Sure, but I think that helps it.
It doesn't. Like normally, I like knowing that, but then this time I
I
was
don't know.
like,
I thought it
oh,
was because it's a character piece. Like, it's a character exploration
Yeah.
of such an interesting person.
Yeah.
Like, and I think just it being called the worst person in the world is like explains that. Like,
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's interesting. I just don't think it nails everything it wants to nail.
I think it does because I think that's maybe the point.
Yeah, but just
Sure, wanky.
that's a bit of
whatever.
a bullshit.
Yeah,
answer.
yeah. But like,
But sure, yeah, I get.
like
I get
it's,
what people love.
It's
it.
messy, and that's the point.
Yeah, but like
And
also
like,
like
all the all the
get-
characters are strong. I think it has a perfect grasp of everything in it. Like every
Yeah,
character
yeah.
is like he's like a master puppeteer in that film.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
And I
he's got,
haven't
like,
seen any Joaquin. I don't know how to say his name.
I don't know
I'm
how you
guessing
say
Joaquin.
Joachim
Trier.
Yeah, don't know
I
how
haven't
to
seen
say
any of his other films again.
it. Yeah.
It's been a good year for discovering new people because I can't wait to get more into him and Mike Mills.
Yeah, definitely. Like, there's a bunch
Like-
of people I didn't know. Like
Yeah.
I hadn't seen any of this stuff.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. Like it's really good. I just wasn't that engaged. That's
Sure,
all.
I couldn't stop watching.
Yeah.
Like I wish that film was longer.
Yeah. No, I wanted it to end. But like, I
And it
enjoyed
has
it.
such a strong opening and just the style.
I don't like the opening.
Really? I love it. The way it's told is just interesting to me. I don't know why you wouldn't make films like this. Like, I think this is the best way to tell this kind of story.
Sure.
And I love it's another film where it's just like life is funny, right? Like that's what the film is. It's just like
Yeah.
boyhood and like most of my favorite.
But
Come on.
rather
Most of my
watch
favorite
those.
films. Sure. And maybe same. Like Boyhood
Yeah.
is my favorite film, right?
Yeah.
But Columbus is. It's fine, which is also a film like that. Like
Yeah.
it's just if you're gonna talk about life, you should do it. You should have a point to make, which this one does.
Yeah.
Well, I think the point is life is weird and like you can't make sense of it.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
And
It's cool.
there should be a reason to tell this story, and like I think the reason to tell the story is I can do this in such a like masterful way, and like it's such a neat way, and so cool. And there's so many,
But it's not neat. You said it wasn't neat.
not in its like structure or story, but in its execution, it's like
Oh. Okay. Sure.
there's some sequences. Do you remember? We don't want to talk about it, but there's some sequences in it that are so cool,
Yeah.
like more than one.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
It's such a memorable film.
It's not.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Okay.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
again.
okay.
And
I'm
it
glad,
doesn't
I'm
come out
glad
for
you loved it
ages.
as much as you did.
Yeah, like it,
Right.
it was my favorite film of the year.
Yeah.
Like that and Come On were interchangeable, and then today
I
everything
forgot
changed.
like how much
Yeah.
you liked that movie. To be fair, I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
See?
It's
The
cool.
worst person in the world.
I am the worst person in the world.
Worst
It's
friend in
so
the world.
true. Yeah.
You should love this one. They made it about
Yeah,
you,
they
Jordan.
did. I mean, I am on the poster as well. It's crazy. Yeah.
Also, this poster and my number one poster, very similar posters.
Yeah.
Also, very similar things happen in both films.
They do. I just think one does it way better.
But do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Not just in general, like a
Sorry,
specific
I
thing.
kind of was staring at you and wasn't really paying attention.
There's a specific. I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Number one.
You can't tell me about the worst person in the world, and I have to go into this. I feel like I'm.
No, but it's fine because this is
Yeah.
also high on my list.
It is true.
This is
true.
my number 4.
Is it? No, it's your number 5. 4, maybe. Ooh, I don't know.
It's my number 4.
Okay.
It's my. This is my number 4.
We've already talked about it. We haven't talked about it, but we mentioned it, and it's No Way Home because it has to
This
be.
is
It has
fantastic.
to be. I'm sorry. I don't care.
It's surprising.
It's like I didn't. Spider-Man's my favorite character ever. Mm-hmm. So like it had that
Like,
going for
same,
it.
like close
But
to me, like,
also had the weird battle of me not really thinking that much of Homecoming and Far From Home. Like I really liked them, but not in the same way.
However,
not in the same way I liked.
I thought the same thing until we rewatched them.
Okay, sure. I liked them a little bit more.
Far From Home is one of the best Spider-Man films.
It's not. I don't think it is.
It's so good.
We can talk. We can have a whole episode dedicated to this pretty easily.
We
with a
are gonna
guest.
have. We're gonna have it like a Spider-Man month maybe.
a month. Oh yeah, we should.
'Cause
Okay,
videos.
but
I have a plan.
But he has a plan.
has it.
But like, it had a bit of an uphill battle because I thought it was going to be really messy, and it kind of is, but it's fine. Because I think it kind of is, and like there's stuff that doesn't really make sense in it, and it's fine because I don't care because the emotional response I had to it was like
something else.
something I cannot.
We've talked about it a lot.
It
lately.
cannot like ever happen again.
Yeah,
I can't think
opening
of a
night.
way that could happen again.
Opening
Like,
night, and the audience was wild.
Yeah, like the energy and the
and just
response
not
to
even
it.
like I think even if it was just us, like our group of friends. And
yeah,
us,
like it was just like there was a big row of us, and we were all very excited to see it
Yeah.
and see what they were gonna do, and just like the reveals in it, the way it like deals with the older films as well with the villains and everything,
Yeah.
and just like the way it deals with
Yeah.
those films. Like if you were like really nostalgic for them, it does it in a really like respectful way.
Yeah.
And also like even if you took those guys out of it, like all of those people in it, like it still works. And I
Yeah.
think that's the thing that I took away from it. Like I've seen it like 3 times now.
Yeah, I've listened to it
and
once, but yeah.
the big thing for me was watching it again was that the bits that made me the most emotional and got me hooked in the most
Tom
were
Holland
the
stuff.
Tom Holland bits.
Yeah.
It was the effects that it has on the Spider-Man is like it just works. And,
Yeah.
and knowing
I think what this film does with Tom Holland Spider-Man is very
like
the
really
most
cool.
interesting thing that has been done to a Spider-Man in a while
Yeah, I agree. And just the way they've
since Spider-Man 2.
and what I didn't clock
Maybe 3.
was like without going into any details, and most people have seen it, but the thing that I wasn't really a fan of in Homecoming and Far From Home was I didn't feel like I was watching Spider-Man, and knowing that Marvel were using this the kind of
trilogy.
construct of their universe in a completely different way to what most movies do. Like obviously this is like it's essentially a TV show at this point.
Yeah.
But the fact that they used three
was a
movies,
great episode.
The fact they used 3 movies to literally tell one origin story.
Yeah.
But in a slightly different way, in a new way for Spider-Man, I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were like I didn't think they were doing it like that, and it made me appreciate the other 2 more. And also just the way where this character ends up at the end of the movie, I was like fulfilled. It's like so fulfilled. I was like, it was just satisfying to see them nail a character I love so much.
Yeah.
Like perfectly.
agree.
I was like, okay, that's fine. Take out all the other like fan servicey stuff. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that exists. It's not the best film of the year, but it's my favorite film of the year.
Yeah.
Like there's no movie I'll have that response to ever in my life, I don't think.
I
And
think
that's why it's there for me.
Probably the best day of my life.
It was so fun.
Like I've never enjoyed being in the cinema more, and I don't think I
yeah.
ever will again.
No, like it's that experience. Like that's the thing what people talk about when they talk about how much they
yeah.
like love being in a cinema.
Yeah. There's like some I remember.
Yeah,
I remember
no,
Split
definitely.
for the first time.
Sure.
I remember it for some reason.
I will remember old forever.
All yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We got shushed
did get shushed.
because we were laughing too hard. But yeah, no, like this was everyone was on the right wavelength.
Yeah. It was
Everyone,
just
and I feel like everyone in the world.
it was just that kind of like perfect storm with apparently like every cinema on day one was like this as well, which was just great.
Yeah.
It was just
Which
nice
never
to see.
happened.
Like
The UK doesn't do that.
like yeah, it's a big like money making machine and stuff.
Sure,
but I'm like,
sure.
but they love the
it-
characters.
yeah,
so I don't
yeah.
care.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's all I wanted to see.
I
just wanted to
it
see
made me
them
very
nail-
happy.
I just wanted to see them.
It
get
didn't
right.
feel like, which I had a similar response to my number one film of the year.
Yeah.
But I was sat down in the cinema and I thought, what?
Yeah, like it was so surreal.
Yeah.
But so that's my
Like,
favorite. Like it's like
literally the same thing. Like they shouldn't be they shouldn't allow this to exist.
it's weird
This
that
is
it does
illegal.
illegal.
Like why do we deserve this?
We don't.
We don't.
But it was nice at the end of 2021 to just
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, nailed it. Cool.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Let's talk about the movie we saw today. Your favorite film of the year, my second film of the year.
This again might.
If
probably
Spider-Man
go
didn't
to
come out, like,
Yeah.
this was it. Like,
Yeah.
this was like mad.
PTA's Licorice Pizza.
We've been waiting so
Oh,
long.
fantastic.
We've been waiting so long to see it.
I
I haven't really spoken to you about it, like, properly.
we haven't. We just
So
got home.
You tell me. You tell me. What did you think?
What did I think?
His 9th movie.
It is
What
his
did you
ninth
think?
Film. His 10th film is going to be.
Who knows? Well, okay.
Well, I've been following the development of this for ages. Like we both have.
Yeah.
And I remember when it was called Soggy Bottom,
And the
then
Night of Counting the
the
Years.
Years, which we didn't like, and now we like.
Now we like. Now we love.
And then I've always thought it was very interesting that he got Cooper Hoffman and Alana Hayim.
Hayim.
It's Hayim. And Alana and I trust this man 100%. Like I used to say he was my favorite director. He probably still is actually.
Sure.
I don't know.
He's great.
If I had to pick. And he is another one of those people where they let him do whatever he wants every time, which is nice to know. And I feel like those never go wrong, apart from like Southland Tales or something. I don't know. But those normally, when they come out and like, even if people don't, how are people receiving this? Even if some people are like,
no, good.
Really?
Like, this is really good.
Even if it's not like everyone agrees is the best thing ever. If I'm already trust the person, that I know I will like it.
It's not negative, is it? Like
Yeah.
people really like
Yes,
this film.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I knew this was going to be great, but I wasn't ready for. So we sat down, lights were down, and the screen went. We had to pay. So normally we go to. We had to pay. Normally we steal. No. Normally we have a subscription to Odeon Limitless is what it's called.
Yes, in Landon.
In Landon, Limit Laws.
Yeah, of course.
Where the place where heartbreak feels good.
Yeah,
In a place like this.
We come to this place. Yeah, okay.
For magic. And normally we go there and we pay like £15 a month. 15 peen a month.
Yes, yeah.
It's 15.
Different currency in Landon.
Yeah, in Landon.
Yeah.
And but they had no showings of Licorice Pizza, so we had to go to a picture pause.
Yeah. Went to a picture house and it was, you know.
And it was we had to pay for it, whatever.
Yeah.
And
We sat
sat down. And I was just, I didn't know what to feel that I was just going to see the new PTA film I had been waiting for years for.
Yes.
Like 2 or 3 years.
And then.
Yeah, because Phantom Thread 4.
Yeah.
And like Anima came out and I was like, oh, he should make another film.
Yeah.
And then the BBFC thing didn't show up. And I was like, what? Yeah. And then it just, little text, picture house. This film is being presented in 77 millimeter.
77 millimeters.
77. I just like the number
77
7.
millimeters.
70 millimeter film.
My favorite film stock.
I was in the mood. I was trying to get back into
77 millimeters. It's just the hand gesture as
That's
well.
the most epic.
The 77 millimeters.
So in
we all
70
strive
mil,
for that. Yeah.
70 mil film. And we looked at each other. I was like, oh my god,
Oh my god. What?
Because it's like there's a film you should watch.
That's it. That's
projected
the
in
one,
film,
right? That's the one you want to see in film.
It was honestly, I felt like I was back in. I was in the 70s.
It was great. It looked incredible.
Yeah.
It was just the flicker was the best.
I still can't believe we've seen it. I still can't believe it's
so
real,
weird.
and I still
Which
can't
is
believe I
why
liked
it's
it so
kind
much.
of a weird one to do. Like,
put it
it
here,
feels
yeah.
weird to be like, oh, it's definitely the best movie of the year.
But
like,
I will not tell
It
on
feels
it.
so right.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's one of those where you just look at it and you think, I look at it anyway and think, I couldn't do that. I could never do that. Like,
But also, we were talking about
there's
this.
films where I think like, I could maybe learn to do that. Maybe if I
this
had
one, no.
an inkling of talent. But then
This
I
is
look at
just-
this and I think,
this
damn.
This is just in a way where like everything is working so perfectly together.
Yeah.
There's films where like, oh, their performances are fantastic, but then something doesn't click.
This is like
I don't understand how he gets all of these like people to work together so well.
Yeah, it's like seamless. Like it looks effortless.
Because the score, yeah, it does. Because like the score is Johnny Greenwood
It's
again.
very
has
annoying.
3 of the best scores of the year.
He does.
The score is fantastic. It looks crazy. Like
looks beautiful.
The feel of it.
It's so textured. Like there's
It is.
you can feel it.
77 millimeters.
It's like
It's
you
the
can
extra
feel
7
it, though.
millimeters. But yeah, and also on top of that, like, if it was all style and whatever, but
It's not. The
but
script's
the
great.
script is so like tight and so it's so funny.
Yeah.
But
But the characters are so believable as well.
They
Like
are.
it just feels
They
right.
are.
Everything feels so natural,
and so beautiful.
and yet in such a controlled way. It's like
I don't understand it. I don't understand him at all. I would love to speak to him.
No, it's just great.
I would
It's
love
just
to
like
have a
two
word
people
with
that
him.
just don't know where they are, like don't know what they want to be.
Yeah.
But like at two different,
it's like the worst person in
like
the world.
at the same point in their life, but not really. Like it's really,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like so cool.
Yeah. And they find.
And they just
they
find each
find-
other. They just find each
Do
other.
they find each other?
I don't know, but they find
they
each
find
other
each
at
other.
that point in their life, and
Yeah.
maybe that's what they need, and maybe
Yeah.
it's not what they need.
And that's like one of the first
But-
lines in the film. He goes, "This is fate." Like he keeps saying it. A lot.
Yeah. But it's also a 15-year-old saying
Yeah,
that, so you don't know.
yeah.
Like, it just I think it.
Speaking of, they're both ridiculous.
They're
Both leads.
so good in it. So good.
Who is the main character? Because she's in the poster. Is she the main character?
I didn't know.
Like, who do you
why
think?
You just have a both. They can
I know, but
both
I think
be.
it's interesting that the poster is. But also, I guess you could
just them
frame
two.
that as
Like, yeah,
he
it's
is
just-
like
it's just
he
them two.
likes her. Yeah,
It's just them too. Yeah, and I think the side characters are all amazing.
really good.
They're not all
It's
in
quite.
it.
It's quite vignette in that. Like,
Yeah, it is,
It
it is.
introduces a character and it happens.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, we're done with this. Person.
But it works really well.
Scarlett
and-
Johansson.
I mean, you've seen all these people in the trailer and stuff. Like Bradley Cooper is incredible. Sean Penn,
Sean
you see
Penn is-
briefly in the trailer, but is amazing
Sean
and like
Penn
steals it.
I know Beta Test is the funniest film of the year, maybe tied to this.
I think it
maybe.
is, but like,
But this has some of the
has
funniest
funny
moments.
bits. And it's just someone that it's just so nice to see someone who just knows what
Knows,
they're doing,
yeah.
like so
That you
well,
can just trust.
understands it completely, and it's just like, oh, okay, you nailed it. It's great.
it's fantastic.
wonderful. I don't know what else to say about it other than like a bunch of like hyperbolic things.
Yeah.
but
It's just the best to me. The best looking sounding soundtrack is insane. Like
Yeah.
not even the score, but the music.
yeah,
in
the
it.
actual like the music.
Like
tracks,
it's
the
the best
needle
looking,
drops.
sounding, acted, fucking edited, looking. Did I say looking already?
Yes.
Epic.
Yes. it's just great.
It's just the best.
I
I
don't know what
couldn't.
to say about
I,
it. Like, just go
I
watch
couldn't
it.
have wished for a better film.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay, you
And I
nailed
had
it. Well done.
every day, every waking second. I thought, yes, this film is coming out this year so soon, and I hope it's. As
It's
good as
mad that it, like, we liked it as much as we did.
I agree.
Knowing how much we wanted to see it.
I agree.
What our expectations. The fact that it like met the
Yeah,
expectations.
the film
nice.
started. The 70 mil thing happened.
Which already put us on a bit of a high because
And
seeing
then-
something in 77 millimeters is like unreal.
I don't think anyone's ever done
No
that.
one's ever done that. Such a special screening.
And then the film started, and the first scene, I have never been. This
It
is the
just sells
happiest.
you on it straight
like
away.
Spider-Man was the best day of my life. Whatever. This
Yeah, whatever. It's
Honestly-
the best thing of your life.
the happiest I've ever been in a cinema.
Wow. That feels like slightly contradictory.
No,
sure.
because it's a different kind of thing.
Okay, sure.
Like
Yeah.
I was Spider-Man in
Look,
bursts was like.
I'm not going to say both of those things were the best day of my life, but they were both great.
They were
days.
both great days.
I enjoyed both days very much.
And when I have my first child,
You're going to show them licorice pizza.
and say
In the womb.
This is better. And say this is better than you.
Yeah, this is better than you.
Look,
Yeah.
you'll never reach
You should
this.
you should try to be this, but
Yeah.
you'll never be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just see it. Like it's coming out now.
And that is our 2021.
Woo! The point was 2021.
The point was
we never talked
2021.
about bad films. Maybe we shouldn't.
We shouldn't talk about Belfast. Let's not talk about we don't
Belfast was ass. Belfast.
Wow.
That's it. That's all I'm
Should
going to
you
say.
stand up?
I really did not
Again.
believe it.
17 again. Okay.
But yeah,
Right.
I didn't like Belfast. Is my little footnote on bad films
Yeah.
this year.
Okay. Well done. You didn't. Okay. I was a man who didn't like Belfast. Okay.
That was not epic.
Yeah, so not epic. And what else was I going to say? If you want to tell us your favorite films of this year,
leave
please
a
do.
comment or an anchor message.
Do
you can send us and we can play it
whatever
on
you
air.
wanna do, but wow. Okay, just do whatever you want to do. I
Yeah.
want to hear what everyone's favorite films are this year because
too.
there's been a lot of good ones, and I think it'll be quite a good mix. But
Let us know what you think of this new look of the podcast.
Yes.
Let
How
us
do we
know
look?
how do we look. Yeah.
2021 has been and gone. Now we're in 2022, and it is time to do in the loop. In the loop. Okay.
we're not doing in the loop though because we don't have.
We
Are we
already know the word.
I'm sorry. Wait. First, are we acknowledging Ma and Fright Night?
My Fright Night. Yes.
We
Go on,
should.
do it.
Back in the day,
Many moons ago.
October 2020.
We're so good at this.
We recorded episode 5.
Little Miss Creed came out like a week ago.
It did, but
No, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it was recorded in October 2020.
Yeah.
And we picked next week's soup, next year's soup, next 2 years' soup.
It was mine Friday night.
It was Ma and Fright Night,
We did. We watched
which we did
mine
watch.
Friday night.
We watched,
We enjoyed.
and we're gonna give you
You will never hear our
no
thoughts.
one line for each
No,
film.
you'll never know what I think of mine.
One
Friday
line- one
ever
line.
in your life. Sorry.
Okay,
It's banned.
so that
No
happened.
one's allowed to ask me about
that
mine
happened.
Friday.
Then we did things as you have heard on our special.
If you haven't listened to episode 6, why are you here? This is episode 7.
because
Like,
that
go back.
that was kind of like a recap of why we hadn't
Like, don't start
recorded
here.
anything and what happened and why we'd been
Dua
busy.
Lipa says it herself. Don't
And-
start now.
No. This could be someone's first episode, though. What if they would just want to hear, like, this is their litmus test, and if they don't agree with us, they'll never listen to us.
Oh, that's so true.
If you like Belfast, I love Belfast. Really epic.
If you want to hear about mine Friday night, you never will.
But yeah, we did my Friday night. We watched them.
We didn't.
Never
we
did
didn't
the
record
episode.
So that's been and
That,
gone.
we just want to
Sorry.
set the record straight. That doesn't exist. If you're like, what happened?
That's not canon.
That's not canon. That was a different.
I haven't seen mine
verse.
Friday night before. We'll watch this
Yeah,
sometime.
watch that. That's
Maybe in an episode.
Yeah. And today, and we have decided. So back in the day,
Literally.
yeah, like 2 years ago. We used to come up with generated a random word on randomwordgenerator.com.
Yeah, which we still
Potentially
do.
.net.
Who knows?
Is it
Dog.
who owns it? What is the organization?
Okay. And the word, we generated a word beforehand because we thought the best strat would be to learn the word beforehand, and then we're not fanning around picking up, like trying to think of the word.
Because
And,
we used to do it on the spot, and then I would have to edit out a big gap where we would just go on
it'd just be
IMDb
us like
trying
stupidly
to think of
going,
it was a film where they have to observe. Yeah.
and then we have done this time. We've been smart. And
We generated the word before we recorded, and we thought of
We
a film
haven't
each.
told each other the film we've thought of, but the word.
And you have to trust us with random word
You just gotta
generator.
trust us.
The word was separation.
No, it was separate.
No, was it?
It was separate.
Oh, you said separation.
I didn't. No, you said a separation when you were trying to think of a
Oh,
film.
fuck. My film is... No, it's not. Okay, so separate.
Separate. Or separate.
Or separate.
However you want to say it.
Mine,
That's why
mine
I was
is
trying
separate.
to... Okay. Mine's...
Oh, yeah.
Mine's,
Every time.
mine's also separate.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Great.
That's the word.
Okay. And that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
word. And if you don't know what this, I forgot. If you don't know what this
yeah,
film is,
this could be your first episode.
We randomly generate a word every week, and we have to think of a film that's remotely tied. It can be as
So
tenuous
this
as we
episode
want.
format is not normally what we do.
No, but we try and think of a word that's tenuously linked. If the stronger the better, but like
Yeah.
linked to this word, and then we say the two films.
Previous words have been lecture, which was an enemy and arrival.
So we named these two films.
Observe, which was Little Miss Sunshine and Creed.
We named two films, and then in the next week's episode,
We'll talk
watch
about
the
those
films
two.
over the week, and then talk about those two films.
And then pick another two. So that's what
pick
the
another
actual
two.
structure of these.
So, like, if you want to
episodes
listen,
normally
you
is.
listen to the word, you hear the two films, you watch the two films, and then you come back.
And then you're in the loop for In the Loop, which is the
We talk
section.
about the films for a little bit, and that's it. So that's our podcast. And then
Today,
separate.
we have picked.
I want to hear what did you
Do
pick
I
for
go
separate?
first?
Okay, what did walk me through your process?
So I was thinking divorce.
I've got. So it was on my mind. I'm getting married next week.
And then, yeah, you are.
Let's not talk about
Damn
divorce.
it.
There's a
And you
touchy
met on that
subject.
course.
The ball and chain, am I right?
And then I thought, nah. And then I thought of like the physical.
Oh, it says nothing to do with divorce. You threw me then.
Then I thought about like separated, switched at birth. Great show.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about that as well. Not switch, but separate.
I thought of like moments in life where people get separated.
Okay.
And there's divorce, and then there's conception.
yeah.
Conception.
Stages of
Birth. Conception. Some people make it, some people don't. We are watching Gaspar Noé's. No, we're not.
Okay.
But I should have thought of that.
Okay.
We are because we both seen. So, and I know for a fact you haven't seen this film, and it came to my mind like very quickly.
Okay.
We are watching The Parent Trap.
The Parent Trap. That's really fun. Okay.
Because it's it's one of my favorite films, and you haven't seen it.
Okay.
The 1990, not the old one. We don't care about that one.
We don't like old things.
Directed by Nancy. She directed
Myers.
The Holiday.
Nancy Myers.
What's her name, Clara?
Fact checker?
Never mind, she's sleeping. Nancy
Never mind, she's
Stewart. Nancy.
Okay.
Nancy.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
we're
what I
getting
was
that.
thinking for that, I was also thinking divorce. Weeks before.
And now I have an excuse.
And now I'm free.
Layers.
Nancy
Nancy
Myers.
Myers,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was right. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you were. She
I haven't seen
directed
the Parent Trap.
You'll love The Parent Trap, I think,
Okay.
hopefully.
I was thinking separate as well, but then I was like, nah, divorce, maybe not. And then I was like, oh, what about like separating like heads from bodies? Like, and then I thought, maybe not. I'm not going to do that. And then I went back to divorce. But I thought, I don't want
Heads
to do it
from
like.
bodies. What was your...
Well, I was thinking like I don't know, like if in films I was trying to think of like
Divorced beheaded
decapitation.
died.
Yeah. So I should have picked the show The Tudors.
Yes.
Right? We watch every season.
Yeah.
In this next week. But no, and I thought we'll go back to divorce, but we won't go in the.
My God,
I'm not sure.
divorced beheaded
I'm not sure if
died.
they were. With his third wife now.
Maybe that's how he came up with his plan for life.
We watched the Henry VIII biopic. So I was like,
He got random word generator. Whoa.
I was like, oh no, okay. What about people in real life who were together and then separated?
By an
Like
actor.
on-screen couples and then separated later on. I thought, what's a good one where maybe they met on this film and maybe
Brangelina.
I don't think they didn't meet on this, but
Is this
it's-
Brangelina?
You haven't seen this, and I haven't seen this in a long time. It's not Brand Angelina. It is Nicole Kidman, star of the.
Date.
She was married to Tom Cruise,
She was married
and we
to
will
Tom
be
Cruise.
watching Eyes Wide Shut.
Yes. Wait, so
This is going to be really hard because it's the Parent
Parent
Trap,
Trap.
fused. Oh, if you didn't know, we fused the titles together. Eyes Wide Parent Trap is the
Eyes-
it doesn't work.
we can do like a complicated one where it's like parent wide
Trap shut.
trapped, eyes wide trapped.
Eyes. Trap eyes shut. Shut eyes trap.
Shut eyes trapped. Parents the
Parent.
the parent eyes eyes
Shut
wide
your parents' eyes.
the parent eyes wide trapped.
Oh, so natural. Yeah.
What a weird mix. And I haven't seen it.
Okay, so
This is exciting. We haven't seen each
That's
other's.
fantastic. Okay,
This
so
doesn't happen
This
often?
never happened. No, this
Little
happened
Miss
literally.
Sunshine.
Okay.
And no, it
And
didn't.
it didn't happen with. Had you seen Friends with Benefits?
No,
Oh, it happened twice then.
no, I hadn't seen The Importance of Being Earnest.
Oh,
either.
really?
No.
He took a swing.
Yeah, well, it was
Okay.
courtship.
Oh, it was. Okay. So that's it. So stay tuned for Eyes Wide Shut and the Parent.
And if you want to be in the loop, in the loop,
you do want to be in the loop as well.
you should watch Eyes Wide Shut and The Parent
It's
Trap.
embarrassing to not be in
Just
the
two
loop.
films that a lot of people have seen.
And also, if you're watching this when it came out, we've just had Christmas, and Eyes Wide Shut is a Christmas movie.
Oh, is it?
Maybe The Parent Trap is as
I
well.
don't own it. I should buy it.
Yeah,
You own it. You didn't buy
I
it.
don't own it.
You don't own Eyes
No.
Wide Shut.
We shall have to go to CEX in London and back.
To COX.
Was it CEX?
Cox.
Oh no!
I know. Not
Thank you very much for listening to our
have
top 10
listened to
films of the year. This has been a longer
The
episode,
point
but
is-
it has to happen.
podcast. I don't know.
Podcast. You've been
I was
listening
on my another thing, and then I realized you were talking.
to- So glad you
I was
listened to
quite
me.
low.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you heard me.
Yeah.
I was saying this
If
has
you
been a
separate
great
out these
episode of the
tracks,
Points
I'm
Podcast.
talking. Yeah. They will never understand.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we're about to say. Every time. Okay.
And stay tuned. Keep yourselves peeled, which is
yourself
a thing
peeled.
we say if this is your first episode.
This shouldn't be the first episode, though, is it?
No, for next
Do a leap
Monday.
don't say now. And then. Okay.
Thanks for listening. Stay tuned next Monday for a new episode of the Points Podcast.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
woo!
Bye.